Buttoned.
Wow, I have been gone. Special pop-up swashbuckler episode.
No, I don't like this.
I thought it was great.
All right. Last time we left off, you guys had sailed to Hartwick. Went through a storm, lost some lives. Oh, rip. And we found our way through to the warehouse district in the middle of broad daylight. Somebody thought it was a good idea to just start climbing up the front of the warehouse, even though like everybody's walking around and working. Got yelled
Whatever.
at. Then you actually knocked on the door, tried bluffing your way in, gave the name of a dead man, saying that he sent you here, and then they allowed you to come in to try to ambush you all. However, you pretty much got the drop on them. You now have a villain in a bottle. Gotta hold it the right way. Warehouse is covered in spores, covered in dust, covered in disgusting things. Kind of thick and moist in here. It's also still kind of dark, minus this wagon that is just blindingly light as it's been casted with light. Cole was just getting picked up from being knocked the fuck out, and Trig got untied and was the voice of reason as you guys were about to just skedaddle and blow the place to high heaven. As doing that, you don't know where the other drugs are coming from. So here we are in the warehouse.
Okay. All right, I'm going to check the office that Trig told me to check for relevant paperwork.
Investigations check, please.
Ugh. Investigation. Ooh. I have a 0 on that.
Upon first thing walking into this elevated office, by the door and the windows that look out into the warehouse, you do see this clipboard that's like nailed up to the wall. When you look over it, it's like instructions to the workers with something about the delicate cargo. It never calls out what exactly the cargo is, but that it's delicate. And as you like leaf through the papers, like there is a lot of money being used on coal and charcoal, and like specific instructions on how to maintain like the environment inside these shipping crates.
I also want to
Shit.
roll an investigation check inside the office. See what else we can find.
Probably already read the bottom of it, but
I actually didn't. I was looking at the clue stuff.
Prim, give me a history check. Jax, give me an Jax 23.
Not bad. That's not bad. I have a 0 in this stuff, so pretty good.
Jax, you start leafing through the paperwork that has yet to be filed away. Oh my god, it's
Same deal, my guy.
What's the matter?
Same deal. I can see the last thing on the bottom.
Oh well.
There you go.
Okay. Jax, you find on top, hasn't even been filed away, the shipping manifests to a high-end glassblowers guild, details and exact specifications of like a very specifically glass-blown equipment for used in a specialized alchemical process. Obviously, it doesn't indicate what the process is, but you can tell even with your limited knowledge of like the different vials and flasks and cylinders that are being ordered. It's all very special made. Prim, with your 18 history check and being of Deer Gun, you know that like the plants, like what the temperature logs tell you
Mhm.
is that where this stuff is coming from, obviously can't survive anywhere else in the Olane, especially here in Hartwick, where it's a little bit colder.
Mhm.
It's coming, so wherever this is being grown, it's requiring a lot of heat and humidity, which is why they have to need the coal and charcoal in the crates to help maintain that environment to move the spores or move the other drugs.
Okay.
You've got a pretty good idea, coupled with the mud that was found earlier.
Mhm.
And for anybody who forgot,
The bleeding sap.
the bleeding soil.
Bleeding soil, sorry. Eee.
I took a sample of the bleeding soil.
Tracking. Um,
Mm.
you know that Primrose. You know that from New Frankfurt and New Herkimer, the early things that they were known for is that was
Right.
the source of coal to be distributed out to the rest of the Deer Gun early colonials that settled here in the Orlane.
Okay. Uh,
I would ask to use my alchemist supplies to maybe try and get a better understanding of what this stuff is. But I'm in shark form, so I'm just stepping on zombie heads.
Alright, I'll come out of the office. Gwyn, I know that I said we should probably blow this place up, but I feel like the vapor guy was not kidding when he said that heat would probably make this worse. Besides, right now, this place is an immense uh boon for us as far as proof. And if I can ask Trig real nicely if he'll come down to speak with some guards with me to try and explain what's going on here and for them to take care of this place because it is an active biohazard.
This is Trig.
Mm,
Do we think any more of those crates have any more people in them?
probably.
We can test it. Go start knocking on them and see which ones knock back.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll drop into human form after I'm finished stepping on heads, and I'll start looking at I'll start looking at the crates to see how many of them do have like creatures inside of it.
Give me a perception check at advantage using your scent.
nice.
You ascertain that there's at least 4 to 5 more crates hanging up from the ropes and the pulley systems above, like with the catwalk, like above the floor, that possibly have just thralls just sitting in them.
Mm.
I'll start like marking them, and if possible, I don't know if there's controls for the gantry system. Start like grouping those things together.
Okay. do not have. Oh, I deleted them. That's why I was like, I knew I had crate art. Anybody else wanting to look? Excuse me, look around.
Yeah, I can do investigation. I kind of want to like walk back into the crates and see if I can find anything specifically, if that's possible.
What are you looking for?
Anything that looks out of the ordinary, anything suspicious. I might tap on a few to see if there's anything in it, like living in it.
No, Orin's gathered up most of the ones that have any quote unquote.
Otherwise, I'm just like weaving through the crates looking to see if there's any that are mismatched or like don't fit the pattern of what else is here, or with a suspicious label on them or something. Something that might be cracked open or.
So as you wander through and snake through and see all the different piles, this operation seems to be pretty well. Um, there's no markings of any kind to distinct what could be the contents of it, but you can see from how they've stacked them in certain spots of this warehouse that they had some kind of system to it, but it was seemingly only known to them.
So if I try and lift open tops and stuff of some of them, can I discern what's in them?
Yep. Give me a strength check.
I had a question regarding the custom glassware that they were talking about.
All right.
Or not?
Was there any of this glassware about, or is it just the manifest for it?
It is just the manifests and ordering of it.
It doesn't say how big these retorts are.
It's got all the specifications to it. Yes.
Oh. Would the retorts be big enough to fit one of these creatures inside of them?
No.
No. Okay. So they're not like human size. They're not like.
No.
Gotcha. I'll like look over everything. It's like, I think Orin would definitely know. Steve like understands like the idea of like condensing and purification and stuff like that. Orin's got proficiency in alchemical tools, so I think he would know. But like, I think he looks around and goes like, they're purifying something. Would I know how to make Baldo? Is some of this equipment useful for making Baldo?
I got a question. Does anybody know where the Van estate is at?
What was that?
Vane Estate, the guy who
Vane.
we
Yeah,
snailed.
does anybody know where his estate is at?
So real quick, before, I want to address Steve's real quick. Does Orn know how Baldo is produced? Give me. Oh man, I missed streetwise checks. Give me a history check.
Gotcha. I do have alchemical supplies. I do have like proficiency with those. I don't know if that would be pertinent, but I'll do a history check.
Were you
Let's do a
there
history check
when?
followed up? Now let's follow this up with an alchemist supplies with intelligence.
Yeah, were you there when Alex was messing with the drugs in the first place? Were you anywhere around him when he was checking them?
No. Just like the refinement glassware. I didn't know if that was like, oh yeah, this is for condensing vapors and oils and stuff. Baldo in like, there's none of that in the production of Baldo. This is something different.
So you, in your travels and in your learning, you've maybe never made Baldo itself, but you've been in enough circles to know and ask what it is. And it is a flower, and it is grinded down, refined, and it is gone through an alchemic process that it can bind into the red dust and bricks that is used primarily for um, biological stimulant and enhancement of one's abilities physically. However, with a horrifying down,
Yeah.
man, my brain is like the food is slowing me down. The after effects, of course, lethargy,
I'll come
and
to
you just the overall addiction is what's dangerous about it.
Captain. I've dealt a little bit with this, but not in any sort of official capacity. I think we might be missing something, and I'll point at the bottle. I think that might have the answers in it, especially with that device he was hooked up to.
Yeah, well, right now, I'd rather not officially know his fate currently with where
Do we
he is, but, once we're sure that
be in the back
what
building right
happens
now?
happens,
Yeah, he's dead.
then he might be after a
Well,
while. It's fine, but
do we
once
want
we're
to
sure, then you can,
question?
inspect his face mask thing.
But we want to question him at all. I mean, we have him dead to rights.
He might already be dead.
Who's got the vial or the jar?
The bag of holding does.
Wait, I know somebody who can speak with this guy, even if he is already gone. And I point to Officer Cole.
Who, me?
Yeah, you were able to do that on the ritual island that we busted a whole bunch of death cultists. Yeah, that's a thing you can do.
You didn't want me to do it. You didn't like it. You
I
told me
don't
not
like
to.
it, but it's useful information. And I'm not
For
about to
what?
turn down useful information, especially in this current situation.
So, exactly what questions would you like me to ask?
Finsk, what do you need to know from him?
Wording is very important once I start this spell.
Mm-hmm.
What compound he is consuming with that apparatus and its nature? How the bodies of these things play into their plan? I'll like look at the crates and be like, I don't know if they were importing these creatures or shipping them out. I don't know if this is some sort of attack or some sort of farming, but and I'll like point to the ledger that's talking about like sweltering heat inside some of the crates and the like soil being used to grow things in humid environments. They were growing something. I don't know if it's to make Baldo or to poison the Baldo. But
I'm not even sure if this place is specific for the Baldo. These creatures did not seem to be the same skeleton critters we fought back in Leafy. This could be something completely separate.
It makes me think they're the product and not the result.
Maybe.
But also understanding the chemicals and the compounds behind this still doesn't give us a reason. What were their targets? Why are they doing this? Why would you don't poison your buyers? Why would you do this?
For an army.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
an undead army.
Why would you trade a drug trade for a one-off building of an army? Who would make such a call?
Because when everyone's dead, money's useless. And that's kind of their whole shtick. Or at least it's Elena's. She wants to use this world like a little battery.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna rub my head and be like, okay, sorry, maybe that I took a hit to the head here. I caught. Just help me put these into actual questions. You want to know about
What are the infected corpses for?
Okay.
What are you adding to the Baldo and the other drugs? Made the decision to or like things for a second, and I don't know if he would know this, but like, is there like Baldo and drug production, specifically as it relates to like pirate history, centralized? It's like there's one group of people that like make Baldo and like distribute it at large, or maybe that's not even known, or is
It
it one of
isn't.
those, like any?
Nobody's well known as like the Baldo kingpin. It shows up in ports. There's usually one dealer, depending on the size, or maybe two dealers, and they're actually working together. But like where it's grown, nobody knows because it's not actually outright illegal.
Yeah.
It's not a thing.
It's kind of frowned upon.
Okay, so in summary, we're asking what are the infected corpses for? What are you adding to the drugs? Who is making the decisions to do this? To what end are you moving these creatures? And explain to us the chemical applications in use here. Did I get all that?
Sorry, coffin. Baldo's hitting hard. 1 second.
I can text these to you real quick if you want.
Maybe asking who's next in command above this person would be useful. You know, go up the chain, find the distributor. Maybe we find who's distributing the Baldo. Maybe they have been erupted, slain. Maybe the Baldo operation has been taken over.
Okay, let me figure out how to word this real quick.
Just ask him who he reports to, and
On the
maybe,
likelihood that that person might be dead, I think we want to ask for the full chain of command moving
yeah,
up,
where his
not
orders
just
come from.
yeah. Okay. My list is what are the infected corpses for? What are you adding to the drugs? Explain your chain of command, including the names and locations as far as you know them to be. To what end were you moving these creatures? And explain the chemical applications in use here.
Some of
I'll
those
look
aren't
to
questions, though.
What's not a question?
Well, when you say explain, it's a statement, yeah?
well, you
I
say
thought you
what
have to
is
be very
what is
specific.
Can you please explain? Is that better?
As long as it works.
I'll look to Gwen and just you collected a piece of the owner of your new ghoul. Do you have to kill them to do that, or can it be? Is that something you could
What
do?
are you talking about?
Didn't you cast Soul Cage on?
Von
Von Ackerman.
sure.
You do that here?
No, not anymore. Kind of an in the moment thing. I don't know.
Well, this is a moment. This is a moment. Yeah, give it a try. Wrap the snail.
Brother. I had to think about that.
Do I
for a
need to
sec
pull
or
them
so.
out of my bag of holding?
Rob, I need a knowledge check for Gwen. It makes sense to me that it might be possible.
Soul
But
Cage
he's dead.
is what when the humanoid dies within 60 feet.
He's been dead.
Has he been dead? I mean, he's been in a bag
How
of
long
holding.
has he been in that bag of holding?
Yeah, we left with him in
Oh,
the bag.
that
Yeah,
guy.
we put him in there, but I don't know how much time has passed canonically.
Since the end of the fight, where Cole went down, you guys all picked her back up. The investigation has only been about 30 minutes, so you only have 27 minutes left on the concentration of polymorph.
Right, the polymorph, but all things need air to breathe, and he
I
has
know.
been denied.
I know. I've already done all this math.
Oh boy.
I use
Gross.
ChatGPT to tell me how much oxygen a slug uses.
Can we
It's
pull
not.
him
It's
out
not
and
much.
see if he's dead?
Yeah.
I can use it if he's dead. Means you gotta kill him.
I mean, what if he unpolymorphs in the jar? Does he like stay jar shaped?
No.
And
He would
let
just
me ask you
break
this.
the jar.
What are you looking to get
Would
out
he,
of
though?
this?
I thought you could posit questions to the soul. I mean, I don't know if you have the actual soul cage on you, the little silver cage.
It's a little bird cage.
Yeah. Can you ask it things? Can you command it to show you things?
Not in the way you're thinking, no. I can consume it and do things with it.
Ugh.
Hypothetically, ma'am, I also have the skill to gentle repose, which would essentially prevent him from decay and make him revivable up to 10 days.
Not if the soul is consumed.
Well, there's that. I'm just offering alternatives.
If I do this, he dies forever.
Yup.
Is that a problem?
I'm just giving alternatives to stealing a soul from a body.
No, it's not a problem. It's just I don't think you're gonna get the info you want out of me doing that.
At this point, I'm not giving any ideas because apparently my ideas just get me in trouble.
Oh yeah, snake in the pocket, pretty genius.
Wish it was my idea.
You didn't even go for the pocket.
You know what? I might have thought of the pocket next if it hadn't bit me.
I said 50 gold for the bedroom, 750 for his pocket, okay?
And you said it was non-poisonous.
I-
Knowing the difference between poison and venom.
All right, children. Yeah, all right. So how about this? We find a place that we want to go that he might know, right? Then we can spring him from the bottle, kill him. I can trap the soul, and see it.
How about I'll point to the crates with all the creatures inside of it. What about those things?
Or how about his estate?
Better. If he knows about it, I can see it.
I'm looking for an iron gate.
Not really specific, but
It's an old iron gate over by his estate, the Vane estate.
is his estate occupied?
I don't know. The drop-offs say that the cargo goes to the old iron gates of the Vane estate. So it'd be his estate.
Okay, with powerful magic, it is very specific. So if someone is occupying that estate, there's a chance they see what I'm doing and stop it.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
As this is being said, Primrose plucks a book off the bookcase and opens it up to find a hollowed out book.
Oh, Prim, you found an empty book.
Inside is a hand-drawn map.
Oh.
I don't like the name of this map.
I would also recommend you guys clicking on the artwork and blowing it up, as there are things written in the margins.
I've already closed it.
Oh.
Can you...
Take a lap. Take a lap.
Oh, if the AI generated half the time it's just fucking gibberish, so I don't know.
Well, the AIs are getting really good with putting words in places on artwork. Pretty impressive lately. Kind of scary, actually.
Can I take a look at that, ma'am?
Absolutely. The more the merrier.
Okay. So the circle around it looks like it might be some kind of force field or boundary. And maybe glass. Is that what that says?
Jackson,
Hey, Warren.
put what you pointed out from folks in the body of the Glasswell manifest, just so everybody's got an ability to go reference what you just said.
Okay. What is this inner circle that looks more hand-drawn?
The whole thing's hand-drawn. Oh, you mean the circle in the inside?
The circle in the middle.
I don't know. It's a map. Why would somebody circle something on a map?
I know.
Because they're dumb.
It looks like
Fucking idiots.
It has some circles on top, so it looks like it could be some type of ritual place.
This is a resource. Look, and I'll point to all the towns like surrounding it.
Well, it's also labeling on the eastern side of the mountain. The spores yield pretty well, triple, and same thing on the western side of the mountain. So, but the K glass also comes from the western side as well.
I see New Frankfurt on there too.
Yeah.
Enslave the thralls, keep the ventilation shaft clear.
Ensure the thralls keep the vents.
Is that what that says? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, it looks like they're at least cultivating these spores in New Frankfurt, I guess.
But it looks like they're doing it underground now. If it has ventilation, if it has ventilation shafts, and you need to keep the ventilation shafts clear.
Or have they built a giant dome?
I'll look at the glassware manifest. Is there order 1, ship 1, giant dome?
Give me a nature check. As you look through it and you notice what is, from your experience as an alchemist and dealing with alchemist supplies, you see all the specialized alchemic gear. And then there's other specifications where when you first noticed it, it seemed like it would be like an enclosure. But when you look at the number of these panels that they need for this enclosure is a lot.
I'll show that and be like, look, these are This isn't glass sheeting. This is some sort of encapsulation device. I'll hand it to the deck wizard and just go. I mean, do the math. How big would something? If you stack these all together, how big would that wall be?
He's calculating.
Yeah,
It depends if you're trying to hide it, really.
Well, that area is known for dense fog, so, and since it's glass, I think it'd be easier to hide there pretty well.
Captain, what?
I don't know. Sun shines off of glass pretty hard.
I mean, it won't matter if you control a whole veil with undead things.
Well, the trick also isn't hiding; it's just keeping people away.
Yeah.
You give something a spooky enough name and kill anyone who goes there, people stop going.
Sure. Captain, what was the name of the book that you found that in?
What was the fiction book named?
The Adventures of Jerry in Yesteryear.
Huh.
Fucking Gerald.
Fucking Jerry.
I'm also wondering, because on this map it shows like where these arrows are pointing, where the spores are coming from, look like valleys. And what I'm noticing off of some stuff that I did find, it says stay clear of the valleys because the air bites. That means they could be poisonous. So the fog that may be around New Frankfurt is not fog. It may be some type of gas from the spores coming from the valley.
Maybe.
Oh shit.
Maybe you got spores, you got greenhouses most likely.
I don't think we have the full picture, but
I think this may be a actual greenhouse, like a giant, massive greenhouse. Look at how it goes up over the mountain.
Is the same as the environment here is the same as what they want in those crates and what they've been saying they need for that bloody soil. I don't have the full picture, but I know this is probably where they're enacting their plan.
Well,
have I ever been to New Frankfurt? I don't know how far away that is away from the Castillo and the Duckland Islands and Pearl Chain.
It's far.
Far?
It's in the other region.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's pretty north of us right now, so.
Well, but I've never heard of this.
Oh, I see it. I see where it is.
This bloody soil either. So I'm wondering if this bloody soil is coming from New Frankfurt as well.
Yeah, probably coming from the Vale.
Could.
Well, the soil is the soil isn't from it's been treated. There's chemicals.
Synthesized, yeah. It's not natural, especially not here.
Right, but if it's being knocked off of boots from somewhere, do you think it may be coming from here?
Yeah. Well, how's the snail looking?
Yeah, we fucking doing that or what?
You taking him out of there or no?
I took him out of the bag of holding and I'm showing it to you while I'm investigating this map.
Snail,
I just set it on the table.
The snail has done a full circle on the inside of the glass and is currently trying to make his way up the glass. He is
I think
still
he's
alive.
mad.
Oh, dude, look at him go. What an idiot.
Am I still supposed to be talking to this corpse here?
Well, he's not a corpse yet, apparently. He's still alive somehow.
I'll look to see if there's a second in command, or if anybody else has any of the veins, the mask and the mechanism he had. Does anyone else have something similar, or is everyone just pretty much bog standard human?
Except for the one guy who was a cultist in plain clothes. The other four guys just seem like hired help in the warehouse.
ask the cultist questions, the dead cultists, and then we can kill this guy. You can pull his soul
So,
out into that cage, and then
I don't know if you really ask questions if I pull out a soul.
I say I can ask questions, but once I've asked my questions, he's dead and never coming back. And again, we have to be very specific about what we're asking. We have to be very intentional based on who that person is, how we ask those questions, because they only have the knowledge that they retained when they died.
Or we just ask him to and let him live for the rest of his life.
That's fucked up.
I like how you think.
I'm suggesting Soul Cage, like hand on head above board. I'm asking Soul Cage because it doesn't need to be all at the same time. We can get more information and then like ask further questions. And I think you can do the sensor into a place this thing's been. So you could go see New Frankfurt.
Well, can you do the soul cage after asking the questions, or does it have to be exactly at the time of death?
Has to be exactly the time.
It's at the
Okay,
time of death.
so yeah, it's an either.
Also,
or
you're not
thing.
asking any questions. Like, I'm not asking him any questions. There's very
Right,
specific things I
yeah.
can do with it, and questions are not one of them.
No, so
Yeah,
Officer
query
Cole would
soul.
be
You ask the
correct
soul
then
question.
about asking one
And
of
it's
the
secret.
other people her
A telepathic
questions,
answer.
right? The only problem with that is that the way the death cult works, oftentimes the lower enlisted don't know much about where everything's coming from. They just get told to do their fucking jobs, and that's it.
All right, so I mean, I can query soul, but like, do you want one question or 5?
We could split it up. And also, query soul is you do this 6 times.
Shit, I don't know my own spells.
Yeah,
I don't get to do this very often because you guys don't like it.
It's just better speak with dead.
Oh, okay. But then I can't do anything else because that consumes the soul.
After you answer 6 questions, or
Yep.
if you advise the dead 6 times, or borrow experience, or steal life 6 times.
Yep.
And it's not something that's it's duration 8 hours. So yeah, you have to. We have
It's
8
only
hours.
for so long.
Okay, so you wanna kill this guy, take his soul, and ask your own questions with your soul stealing abilities?
Fuck it, I guess. Yeah.
Hey,
That
you
sounds
guys
really
are
fucked up.
the magic masters
You guys
here. I don't know
you
what's
guys are
happening.
becoming real cool about a lot of stuff real
I'm
fast.
not
Right.
happy about it, but look, we need the information. A lot of people are gonna die if we don't.
I mean, I'll do whatever you want me to do. Just give me the direction on what you do, and I'll make it happen.
I think we kill this guy. I think you reave his soul, and then we start asking other people in the room questions. We ask the cultist questions. We ask the hired help questions. Where they've been, where they've gone, what they've seen.
Where are the
We
drugs
move
going?
from there.
All right. Well, that means that we gotta kill this guy, because as much as you guys think squishing this snail will work, it won't. He'll just pop up like a daisy back into his regular form, and we'll have to fight him the
I've
regular
been
way.
stretching out and like cracking my knuckles. Oh no, I know.
Okay,
Go
all
ahead.
right, just
Go
checking.
ahead.
Great, we're on the
Okay,
same
so-
page.
Point of order: before we do this, please move about the cabin of where
I
this
moved
is
back.
going to go down.
Drake, please get safely back in the office. I'll let you know when he's dead.
Well,
Well,
you don't gotta ask me twice.
Yeah, put him down here so I can have advantage from being up high, so I can shoot him.
Well, if I
I put him up there so we got less places to run.
Okay.
Yeah.
you want me to
not let
put
him
him, do you want me to put him over here?
So, mind you, I just real quick, Orn, where did you want to stash those crates that have the other thralls still in them?
I mean, I'm standing next to like 5 crates right here. I assume these are the 5 that you talked.
Yeah, the 5 I just placed down that look
Yeah,
kind
that's
of different than the
that's
other artwork.
fine.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
we go far away from these.
Yeah, do not let Sloan get to those. He'll just break them open, and then we have a bigger fight on our hands.
Yeah.
Also, did we explore the rest of this
Why don't we
warehouse?
put him in the office?
It's fucking
Oh,
dark
yeah.
in here, but yeah, go ahead.
Cole did walk around.
Okay, so we
Fucking
put
fight him in the office.
Yeah,
Sure.
that way he can't get to his stupid things, and I'll be back here totally safe.
Trig, change of plans. They want to fight him in here. you would be safer out there.
Out there, or should I be outside?
Like outside.
If you can
probably.
safely get outside, that would be great. Avoid the shaking crates.
Then I'm
He goes
gonna
outside.
put him down on the desk, move back away, and have both having 2 pistols drawn, my revolver and one of my flintlocks.
So you've taken the slug out of the jar?
No, the jar. I put the jar on the desk.
Okay.
All right, ready?
So is everybody? So real quick, is everybody in their final position? Because I see Cole outside looking in through the windows.
Yep, Cole's gonna stay outside looking through the windows.
You just
Okay.
ping where you're
He
gonna
is
drop.
almost dead.
Yeah, ping where he's being dropped. Beautiful. Okay, my attacks.
Oh,
readied.
Jesus Christ.
Are you gonna
Yeah,
throw him in the middle of the room?
That's it. Put him like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I'm gonna.
Oh.
I'm gonna. Don't. I'll hands on head. Don't drop the spell. Let me hit him.
Okay.
Okay, ready to go.
Okay.
I am
Wait.
going.
Who's
punch him.
putting the slug out there?
Jack's
is.
already put the slug jar on the ground in front of Orin, and Orin is ready to hit.
Okay.
Orin's gonna give him the people's elbow. Orin will trigger. He'll spend a turn, activating everything. Like he'll turn on. He'll turn on Eldritch Maul. He's got his Crimson Right going, and then he is going to look down at the snail with infinite hatred, and he is going to cast Blood Curse of the Marked, and I'm going to.
There's a snail.
I'm going to yeah. So this snail is yeah. I'm gonna amplify it, so I will take some damage, but that's fine. I'll take 4. And then I'd like to make an attack roll. Oh, actually, I'll back up a little bit. Be like, all right, I need a running start for this. And we'll dash, run, 20 feet, and give him the people's elbow for a charging predatory strike.
Hell yeah.
I love how everybody is playing Arn. Love it.
All right. Charging predatory strike. Orn, you rush at this bottle, smash right through it. The glass shatters. Maybe a couple of 2 shards go into your hand, but in the follow through, you swipe the snail. Let's see. So I'm gonna -1 out of that and add that to his damage that he's taking, as he's going to revert to normal form. Give me a sec. He springs up into normal form as you like finish your attack and like get back to both feet and you're in as you're reeling up, and you're just the druid, he sees the druid.
Like, what did he just say?
I don't know.
Well, you talked.
He wasn't too happy about being the snail, I think.
Through his respirator, he said the words, the druid he sees. Let me minus this health.
Druid he sees.
Oh, is he not dead?
No, he was alive.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
hadn't harmed him, I don't think.
Okay, I'm gonna actually start to shoot him 2 more times.
Yeah.
This man that needs to be dead. Okay, there you go. Panic shooting, because he looks like something from my nightmares.
Okay. Well, standing in front of a pissed off Orn and taking 4 arrows. Everybody roll initiative.
Yay!
No, I want to just keep attacking if that's cool. We try a new thing.
I finally have a decent one. Hell yeah.
Ooh, Prim, not at the middle to bottom. Getting in the
Had
fight
to happen
early.
eventually.
Hell yeah, sister, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, top of the order. Jax, your turn.
Fire twice with the revolver.
Okay.
Sorry, not. Yeah, that's right. Oh, shit.
Hell yeah, that's right.
2 in a row.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Is he dead?
I'm done.
No, it's even worse.
He's alive.
What do you mean it's worse?
Give me a sec. I have something for this.
I don't like that.
You've done too good.
Jax, you fire off your pistol. Pow, pow! You can pop off the 2 caps. Both find their targets. You had enough time to aim this really well. You all see Sloane stagger backwards, and he's and Orn in front of you. You see that his other hand had reached down and found the vial that's clutched, that's hanging off his side, and he goes, "No, no!" He sees. He'll know, and he pulls the mask away. You see that all the tendrils of fungi are like coming off his neck and have actually like distorted his skin and have grown into his mouth.
No, thank you.
And he takes that vial and he like inhales and drinks the entire thing, and then he like looks at you and you see like the smile come off of his face as like he finally like looks relieved, and suddenly you all hear this like ripping of flesh as like his ribs crack outward and shell fungi burst through his chest, and like it just wildly blooms all over his body. And
Back it up. I see a second health bar.
Oh, this is
Ugandan
worse.
Bane is a bad guy. He's a big
Oh
bad
no,
guy.
the mask came off.
Yep. Shoot him. Shoot him, Jax. Do it again.
I'll try to.
Birch, it's your turn.
I am going to have to shoot him twice because I'm still far away. Yeah. Yeah. Does a 20 hit him?
20 does hit.
Okay. Drop the 14 off the second attack. And that's my turn.
This is all on Orn. 16, 26, and 27.
The 26 and the 27 definitely hit.
Wow.
14, 17, 25.
He's going to take a bonus action. You'll have an attack of opportunity.
Gotcha. So down to 80.
He leaps away from you and he clenches onto the wall, and he like Wolverine climbs the wall and fucking runs towards Jax. Gets in front of Jax.
Rather than making a damaging attack, can I trade 1 attacks for a grapple check?
Yeah, brother.
I actually don't know if you can do this on opportunity attacks.
I'm gonna say no.
I gotcha. Cool. So I will have advantage because of the raging thing he did. Predator strike. 22 to hit.
22 set.
Or 24. 3 force, 9 fire. Oh, and actually, it'd be bludgeoning damage because I'm not in shark form.
Okay. Jax, did the 18 hit you?
Yes.
All right, then you take 9 slashing for necrotic, and then that's his turn.
Good. Brim, throw crabs
Cool.
at him. Help.
Okay, I'm gonna try to cast Hold Person. He's not very wise.
Yeah, okay. So I was trying to debate whether or not this was a person.
That's fair.
He is paralyzed.
And I'm gonna yell, "Who is he?" And that'll be my turn.
Orn.
I'm just gonna run up. I go, let's not find out, and do 3 attacks against him. So paralyzed is it just advantage, or do these become crits? Like
attacks against advantage, hits within 5 feet, auto crit.
Gotcha. Is there a way of doing that with like saying it is a auto crit on that?
Not within roll 20, no.
Gotcha.
I mean, technically, yes. You can modify your crit range in the attack to be 1 through 20, so no matter what you roll.
Crit range. Oh, okay, cool. I'll actually do that and see how it works. So 1 through 20.
And they should come up all green. There you go.
Oh, does a 14 hit?
No.
Gotcha. Oh shit. Oh wait, hold on.
But it's an auto crit. So...
I rolled a nat 20, and then it didn't say 1 through 20. Look at the math on it.
What the fuck?
20 minus 20 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5.
So I did roll a nat
Why?
20 on that. I
What
just
the fuck?
the crit range should be not 1 through 20. It should just be 1.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, so that one actually was a crit.
That actually was a crit.
Second attack.
21 hits.
1 hits, and third attack. 6. So, but 20 to hit. For just a fucking monumental amount of damage.
It's a little bit.
Because Sloan is based in Ujax, you, Gwyn, and Birch can see this. You see him kind of like maneuver as if like he's jerking around like he is dying. And he's like looking at Ujax, and you see his eyes are glowing bright purple, and he's like, he sees you. The circle is whole. And he just explodes. Everybody within 20 feet, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck. What the fuck?
Meet you on the other side of the wall.
You are on the other side of glass. You are actually A-okay.
That's what I was checking. Thank you.
So
Splash.
Birch, Orn, Gwyn, and Jack.
We are all now addicted to these spores.
Would this be something I could can I jump on this grenade?
No, it's just its whole body is just blowing up and spores are going everywhere. Like even if you were to jump on him, like you wouldn't be able to contain enough of it. So DC was a 15. So Jax, you will take the full 27. Orn, Gwen, Birch, you take half. That is in poison damage. Jax, you are also poisoned for a minute. And yeah, there's like nothing left of his body. The body is destroyed. You see scraps of silk, blackened bone, his brass mask in fragments, and a broken cord that held the vial that he inhalated back when you guys started first attacking.
Okay.
All right. Great
You
job,
guys,
everybody.
You guys okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. My eyes are stinging a little bit.
Just covered in like viscera, and then
Yeah.
you're like, "No, I'm not okay."
Yeah, I could tell.
Well, who's ready for lunch?
I have to report all this stuff, and we have some time because the repairs on the ships are happening, so maybe clean up yourselves, not this place. This place has to get, yeah.
His crossbow is on the ground, by the way, on the spot where he mutated. When he mutated, the crossbow left his hands, by the way.
I also want to investigate his mask as well.
It's in pieces, but yes, it was a brass respirator, gas mask sort of thing.
If there's anything else that survived the explosion, I will pick that up. If there's any like mechanism or something, was it just a physical respirator on his face, or was there like a tank it was attached to?
It was a respirator.
Gotcha.
And that was Vane, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Is there
there's a soul cage.
Is there a back window to the sea?
There are no. Well, I mean, there are windows, but there's black tar over the windows.
Yeah, they're pitched shut. You want some daylight in, buddy? I can help you pry this bitch open.
I want to go in the water. I want to get cleaned off.
Okay, well the water's faster this way. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go to the sea and I'll just jump in the water and clean myself off.
Yeah, I have to go find Treg, and we have to talk with some guards.
I need to go clean.
I walk past
Treg.
I go,
I'm
he's
not feeling
dead.
too well either. Little sick feeling.
Same.
Go wash.
Gwen stands there with his soul in a cage, going, "All right."
Well, eat it, brother. Eat it.
Well, Cole has the questions written down, so you guys can do your wizarding school together and ask it. Those things.
Big wizards.
You want me to?
Also, ask him.
Working together.
He said something to me. He sees me, and the circle is complete. Who's he? Who sees me?
We'll see. Now that you got the other questions.
Who is he?
And what is this circle?
This is what I had so far. So, which questions are we changing out here?
I don't know, but
so far none.
I feel like one of the questions needs to be: he sees me, and the circle is complete. So
well,
who is the he?
You all left me in a warehouse with a fucking exploded dead guy. I'm asking the goddamn questions.
Well, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, those are the questions we had, but you get to decide what we're actually asking.
I will try my best. Let me try to condense some of this stuff.
When laying on the ground with a piece of stationery trying to truncate the sentences.
He's on his belly with his legs kicking.
Feet
Yeah.
in the air, yeah. He's like, no, that's a
If for some reason,
conjugate.
If for some reason I drop off the call, I will join back on Barrett's computer.
So Orin, while Gwen's compiling, Orin, I take it you just like walk back down to the dock districts. You go for the nearest either stairs or ladder, or you just jump right into the water and just clean yourself off and just start kind of paddling about.
Oh yeah.
I walk down to the beach and start splashing water on myself and washing myself off.
Well, I feel better already. Do you guys feel better?
No, I have more questions now.
I still feel a little woozy.
Now I have to deal with whatever investigation and questions that the Durgunians are going to ask about this place. So that's going to be great.
Yeah, but they're known for being like reasonable, rational people.
Hey, I'm from here. I'm happy to finally be in a place that's a bit more familiar, but explaining everything we've been through.
Yeah. If this was a
to
grand
anyone,
court, they would just believe you.
Why?
Yeah.
Why did you have to explain it to them? If they didn't show up to the warehouse after the explosions, then and after all the noise that we made,
explosions? Just one dude exploded.
Jax, when you walk outside and you hear, like, you can leave the warehouse, like, as soon as you step outside, you're assaulted by a myriad of noises. Like, there are wagons going by on the cobbles. There are other people working, yelling, shouting out orders. There are black and tacos literally moving other crates. So you hear, like, of the wood. You hear, like, crates falling into crates, things. Like, there's a lot of noise in the warehouse district during business operating hours. These were not combustion percussion explosions. These were people popping.
Okay, but with me firing off my gun.
Sorry, Shannon.
But also me firing off my gun inside the warehouse. I don't think anybody heard us. So I don't think we have to explain anything to the government.
We probably should explain it just because this place is a biohazard and the safety of innocent people are this whole thing is at stake.
We need to just contain it and not tell nobody.
And they will help us contain it because this is in their town. I know you're more worried about Nether, but Durgan matters too, and I'm gonna go explain this stuff. Did you guys get your questions set?
I'm making them better.
Is that VC or Gwen talking?
Take your pick, buddy.
I'm trying to find a new computer cord because my dog just chewed through mine.
Oh, dang, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Naughty puppy.
Your dog chewed through what?
Puppy.
The computer cord.
My computer charger, just as I was reaching for it.
Is he okay?
Yeah. Thankfully, I had not plugged it in yet, but she's in the crate now.
Okay. That's fucked. That's fucked.
So like Orin, as you're like in the like, sure enough, like when you hit the water, like all that visceral that comes off of you like starts to float to the surface. You know how you kind of see like grease or oil or gas mixed with water, and it's got like that pearlescent color to it. That's pretty much what you see floating off of you as you like swim about and get this all off your clothes and your skin.
Yeah, I'm just doing like corkscrews in the water to clean myself off.
I mean, Jax, you went to the edge of the beach. You're like in the shallow, so like when the water laps up and you're able to do it, like you're getting it off your limbs. But I mean, it's on your body. It's in your hair. It's on your face.
Yeah, I'm not washing in filthy water. I will go
it's the
find
ocean. It's salt water.
But you're saying that it's filled with like oil,
Yeah,
soot.
it'll come off of you, but think about it. You're in the ocean. Like Orin's swimming around, like he'll get away from the potch that he initially left that when he initially submerged in, like it would be there and floating on the surface, and he'd be like corkscrewing around away from it. You at the edge of the beach, washing off like your limbs and what you have exposed. You have the tides coming in and out, like, and with the frothing of the waves, you're not going to see the filth, Jax, because it's just going to be the waves.
I'm not like sitting there washing myself off. I swim out like a quarter mile at a breakneck speed and like power wash my body off.
Okay. Then if it's that way, then yes, then I'm gonna get in some to rinse off and all that kind of stuff, and let the waves knock things off of me and scrub as much, wash the hair and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Dunking my head under the water, like doing what you would normally do, like at a lake or something, but in the ocean.
Where did you leave your pistol?
On the beach with my sword. It will need to be. You. Fuck. I'm not that far off of the beach.
Okay.
Fuck. Like, not even 2 feet away from it.
That sword is gone.
Well, the sword is fine. It's just a regular rapier.
A seagull took it.
What I'm more worried about is the revolver.
So Jax, give me a perceptions check. Nobody's going near stuff right now. It's midday. There's barely any people at the beach part near the dock district. The docks. You as far as you are, you're pretty safe. You're pretty sure that like if anybody was to walk on the beach and like you would see them walk up to your stuff, you could easily climb out of the water and like push them back or grab your shit up or like yell at them to get away from it. So you see.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure you didn't bring your gun into the water.
Well, that would just destroy anything and everything, and all the powder that was inside of the revolver.
Yes. Okay.
Which I have 2 shots left in that set of revolver.
Oh, Birch. Fucking clutch scene.
I'm very fine.
Clutch meme. Going, I take it you need a little bit more time? Was that a
Yes.
Okay. Primrose, Captain Trig. Who else is gonna go see the governor?
I'll go with her now that I'm clean. Probably a little damp, but I'm clean.
Oh, I'll go just to meet the guy.
Orin will go see the governor.
As you walk in, Primrose, you don't have so much on you, but like it's clear you've come from somewhere rough. Orn, kind of dripping a little wet. Jax, his clothes are dry, but he's his hair is wet, and same for Birch. As you guys come in to the administration office, the town hall, to the port city of Hartwick, the front boy at the desk like looks up at you all and is like, "Oh, good morning. How can I help you all?"
Uh, Good morning. We would like to have a meeting with the governor if they have time. We are the crew of the Maiden and the Traveler's Shadow.
Oh, yeah, Governor Louys is in. She can see you. You have your captaincy papers?
I do.
Perfect. Let me see those real quick so I can get you the appointment book. And she actually will be able to see you practically right away. But I'll bring you up there and I'll walk in and make sure she's good.
Thank you.
He scribbles down in the ledger in the logbook. He hands you back your captaincy papers. He goes, "All right, madam and gentlemen, follow me this way." You guys don't go upstairs this time. You guys actually head behind his desk and back down a hallway. Take a left. And then he comes before a door. You see typical what you've used to in most of the places where you see the city rulers. There's like a bench seating out front. He says, "Please have a seat here." And it's like a couple feet. It's like 3 feet away from the door. He goes over the door. You see him like check his uniform, his livery. Knocks on the back of the door, and you hear a voice from behind the door, like, "Yes." He opens the door and walks in and closes it behind him. You hear like some murmur voices. The door opens up. You see him come out. He carries out a tray. You see what looks to be like a half-eaten breakfast meal, and he shuts the door. And he says, and he looks holding the tray. He like looks at you, all four of you, and goes, "Just give her a couple minutes. She will open the door and motion you in." And he just takes off down the hallway.
Okay.
Oh, nice guy.
How much of that breakfast is left?
Give me a perception check.
I'd like to pull an apple or something, or like some piece of fruit.
There are grapes on
Yeah,
the thing, and it looks like out of that sprig of grapes, like the majority of them are there.
I'll just grab the grapes, sort of thing. I won't even make eye contact with them. I'll just
sleight of hand. Let's hope we don't.
I
You gotta do because you're doing it quick.
Can I help him with this?
How are you gonna help him?
By slapping his hand away, and I will be the one quickly taking the grapes.
All right, both of you throw sleight of hands.
We're gonna get kicked out.
Actually, kind of okay at.
Do you just get advantage on it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Or as you like saw it coming, it was like as if you telegraphed it. Birch immediately like slaps your hand, grabs the grapes, and has them in his hands for him. The boy is able to continue down the hallway unabated. Neither one of you hit him or cause him to spin, and he doesn't miss his stride and didn't even catch that the grapes came off the platter.
Yeah, I snatched him, like I snatched him and like put him behind my back. I wait for him to leave, and then I hand him to Orn. Shh. This is a new place. Be nice. Can't be.
Who's gonna do? It's grapes. Who's gonna throw those out?
Yeah. Well, listen, man. We don't know the rules here. Just tread lightlier.
I know you need a license, or you need whatever the captain's papers are to report a fucking crime.
You don't need it, but you do need captain's papers to talk to the person who runs the island.
We're not just here to report a crime. We were involved in it at this point.
Yeah, we solved it.
I don't think we solved it, but we have shut down a distribution center, and I think that's something to be commended, at least.
I wouldn't say that we were part of a crime. I think we stopped crime.
Yes, that's true.
Usually when it's something like this, permanent structure, big building, governors or leaders are involved in it, so they're either culpable or a moron.
Look, it's a big town. There's a lot happening. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna tell the truth. It'll be fine.
Very quietly mutters, "I won't," and just go to start chewing on grapes.
There you go.
The door opens. Nobody comes out, but you hear the voice call out, "Come in," as you can hear her footsteps like go away from the door.
Okay, I go in.
You see Governor Louys standing there as she comes back to her desk. It is like papers are stacked. There's an open book. nice view of the bay from here somehow. As you're pretty sure that as you guys look at this, you're pretty sure you're in the interior of this building, but like her window looks out to the docks.
Wow.
She walks around her desk, looks at all four that comes in. He goes, and she takes a breath. He goes, "Well, good morning. Who is the captain?"
Captain Primrose Jillfane at your service.
Ah, refreshing. A female captain. Well, Captain Jill Frayne, what ship is it that you sailed in on?
I am the captain of the Traveler's Shadow, and my Commodore is Commodore Mask of the Maiden.
You see her look over at another leaflet of papers, and she like picks it up and like lets a couple pages fall, and she leans in. She goes, "Ah, you must have hit a very nasty storm on the way into port."
We did, Governor, but our crew did the best that they could, and we are currently under repair.
Naturally. Where did you run into the storm? Where were you sailing from?
We came from Shannon.
Ah, and how do the Imperials fare this time of year?
They seem to be quite well. They were quite amenable to our visit and held no ill will for us. They're dealing with their own issues on Celadon Shore.
No doubts there. So I take it you sailed in between Celadon shores. Did you approach Hudson Island from the east or from the south? I'm sorry, from the west or from the south and come up the east coast?
We came up the west way.
Ah. And did you run into anything else but a storm?
We didn't run into anything but the storm, no.
Very well. Well, Captain Primrose, how may I be of assistance to you and your crew this day?
Well, apologies for the early visit. We have been investigating a death cult, and I take out the list of people and show it to her, and I say, Elena Oberon is apparently the leader. However, we have been trying to find each and every one on this list, and they have infiltrated every faction on the waters, hence why we have been to Netherian ports as well as Gran, trying to find these people. Unfortunately, the latest people we've been looking for have been distributing tainted drugs. And unfortunately, there was a distribution center here in your lovely town that we just checked out. And unfortunately, there are severe fungal spores there that seem to be infecting quite a few innocent people.
Oh my. And you said you know where these warehouses are?
The warehouse we just came from, madam, is B2 in the warehouse district.
One moment. She reaches over and she pulls on the wall. On the one wall, there are like 3 ropes, and she pulls the center rope. She goes, and who might be of this list the owner of such warehouse?
From our tracks, we have found evidence that a Ketch Blinkerton seems to be in charge of creating a skeletal army, which would count for these fungal infections because it does create a monstrosity from a living being. I could be wrong, however, in finding specifically Ketch Blinkerton. However, we've had quite a bit of success finding other names upon this list, so I have very little doubt.
And to what degree of how and which drugs are affected by this nefarious gang?
Well, previously we found tainted baldo, which seemed to create pure skeletons from living beings that had just died. However, the ones in your town are fungus based, so I'm not
So would
entirely
you
sure.
say the dock workers in my city who regularly use Baldo to keep their backs from giving out are tainted or not?
At risk.
Troubling news. Suddenly, you guys, because the door. Did anybody shut the door when you four came in?
I probably would have. I'm standing like at the door with my back to it.
So you hear what sounds like somebody moving in armor coming down the hallway, and and the door opens up, and what looks like a knight, but he's not in breast like full plate. He's in like cuirass of chain, and he's got like gauntlets and like greaves on, and pokes his head and he goes, "Morning, ma'am. You rang for me?" And she goes, "Ah, yes, first captain. Uh stay a while. This captain here and crew have the understanding that there is a dangerous warehouse in the warehouse district that probably has biohazard materials. You're going to need to round up a platoon and quarantine the whole area. Try not to affect too much of the main fair street, but ensure that you bring out the right alchemist specialist from the town. Let them know it is by my order. But before you go, Captain Primrose, did you come directly here, or did you already complete a reconnaissance?
We were at the warehouse, Governor.
And what did you find?
We found hostiles. We were, we walked in, at which point we were attacked, and we dispatched who we could find. There are wriggling boxes there, which we suspect have even more fungal monsters.
You all see the knight kind of like look at Prim and look at you three kind of nervously, as the governor kind of considers you, Primrose, and goes, "So let me get this straight. You made port call in my city. You reconnoitered a warehouse and started murdering people in my city."
I was attacked and defended myself accordingly. But I am happy to answer any questions that you have to lead you to the warehouse and to give you the information that I know.
Interesting. You said you've been after this list of folks for quite some time. Are they aware that you're actively hunting them?
I imagine so, yes.
So again, you brought it upon yourself to enact this vigilantism in my city without any pre-warning.
Oh, we got attacked.
That's all right, Officer Birch.
Oh,
Okay.
I thank you for adding to the conversation. I understand that you were attacked, but I also hear that you put yourself in the position to be attacked.
No, we were asking a question that we got involved. You know what, Captain Prim, you got this. I wanted to say something dumb. Excuse me.
Thank you, Officer Woodfin. It's fine. Yes,
I'm
I
sorry,
did
I'm
take it
just
upon
confused
myself.
here. Is this the usual bravado of the Masked Maiden? The last I've heard of your stories, you helped Governor Rowlett out exclusively almost. Nothing about your actions during that sounded like you took it upon yourselves, as your actions today indicate.
Well, any actions are upon my head because I'm the one who made the decision to go there first. So please allow my crew to leave or at least aid in your investigation however they can, and I will take whatever punishment you deem necessary.
Well, don't know who your mentor was, Captain Primrose, but it does sound like you have a good head on your shoulders to accept accountability. I will say your actions are very that brash from what I expected, from what I've heard of the Masked Maiden crew. But alas, no punishment will be forthwith. However, I do fully expect your cooperation into this investigation. Governor Rowlett has always spoken so very highly of your crew, so I'm a little off-putted by your actions. That is all. I would expect that if your hunting down this nefarious gang, and you have been for some time, and they're aware of it, that you would have came in mass, so you would have been more careful, especially in such a dangerous warehouse with what you lead to as tainted drugs and drugs that would spontaneously create skeletons. I don't know what your expertise are on these matters, as this sounds way beyond my level of knowledge and what I've learned. But last assured, we do have people in the port city that will be able to assist. So, being that you have left the warehouse, it is completely rid of anybody who worked there or anybody living. Now I just have a warehouse stocked full of drugs and some kind of necromantic tainted magic. Is that to be accurate?
That is accurate to our current assessment, yes.
Very well. Hi, Captain. Make sure you alert the priests, and we'll need to make sure that the area is fully cleansed. Uh, Maybe perhaps we completely tent it and possibly look at conflagration. Yes, madam. Can, she goes around her desk, she sits in her chair, albeit like upright and stately. Do you mind if I copy this list?
Be my guest. Absolutely. Before you send him out, we were a bit concerned about conflagration. It seems that a lot of this bleeding soil, as it is, uh, thrives with heat.
Very well. Hi, Captain. Head over to all the fine establishments we have and commandeer all that are ever ice boxes. See what you can do to contain whatever it is that is organic. Once the warehouse is cleansed of and removed of all that filth, see what the clerics have to say, and we will go from there. Well, Captain Prim, you are very brash indeed. I don't know where you get that from, or if perhaps that is a product of a captain of your stature out on the high seas of the lane trying to make a name for herself. Again, no punishments. I would not dare punish you. It seems you are doing a great service to this world, as this threat was not known previously to me. Quick question.
Anything.
Did Governor Rowlett know?
He knows of the list. The last we spoke with him, he had us sent on a private matter. However, it was not list related. But I have absolutely had him relay this list as well.
She looks, you all can tell it's blatant. She looks at your ears. She looks over at Birchstorm and sees his complexion and his ears. And then she looks back to you and goes, "And what about Cran? Is Cran aware of this list?"
Cran has been directly affected by this list as well. A lot of, I believe, two or three ships in Derricane were taken, and these death cultists happen to work with slavers. So everyone has been warned as I have found them.
Ah, perhaps that's how you came upon them. I've heard of your efforts in Dondera and it flipping over to a governor ruled port city for Dirgan was largely in part to your efforts of uncovering a slave trade there. I take
Yes,
it this is a very soul's point of subject for the crew, something you all actively pursue.
I nod and look at the officers. Okay.
Very noble indeed. I'm sure the children and folks who are caught in this horrid flesh trade are more than happy and appreciative of your efforts. I wish more ship captains were like you all in your crew. I think the Elaine would probably stand a better chance at being the paradise it was once thought to be. Next question. You said you left Shannon for here. Does
Yes.
the Empire know about this list and this gang?
Yes.
Indeed, indeed. I understand that the Netherian Empire has recently thrown off campaigns against the pirates, and they have turned to the undead scourge. I wager, is that your doing?
Mildly unintentional, I suppose. We've been on the move looking for the Shadowfell ships that keep appearing, which have been the product of ritual sites from these death cultists. And if we can take down a ritual site, we remove the skeletal ships that keep arriving. So they have been more focused on one task than the other.
Ah. Well, then I'm sure you know that Hartwick was once plagued by skeletal ships. This seemed to have stopped some months ago. Did you have any part in that?
I can pretty heartily say yes, ma'am. We took out the ritual that was happening just northeast, I believe, of Daggertooth Island. There was a ritual going on under the Sylviers.
Wow. Your accolades go on and on and on, Captain Primrose. I don't think I've had quite the ship captain standing before me. I feel honored, almost.
Well, the honor is mine, and again, I sincerely apologize, Governor Louys. It was indeed brash of me to go straight to the warehouse rather than straight to you, and that is my fault. I have been very concerned about the innocents that have been no doubt affected by these drugs.
Oh, I'll have none of that. I'm thankful and appreciative of your efforts, and I'm glad nothing ill has befallen you. I take it you four are okay and in good health.
Some of those did explode. I look over to see if everybody's looking okay.
Yeah, you can give a perception and medicine check.
Okay. That's not great.
Yeah, everybody looks fine. You know, a little banged up. Orn and Jax, but it's kind of covered up by the glistening water that is currently drying on their skin.
Oh, good. You guys washed up. Good.
How long do you expect to stand in port, Captain Primrose? I understand you're in repairs.
Did we get an amount of time from the harbor master when we asked?
6.5 days.
So, at the very least, 6.5 days.
Ah, wonderful. Well, Captain Primrose, on the 7th, I will be having a ball. I would cordially like to invite you and all your officers. As she finishes penning something that she was writing down on a small piece of paper, she folds it, and hands it over to you.
I take it gingerly.
It's a formal invite to her manor, to the ball that she's having on the 7th of Rotundo.
I would be honored, Governor Louys. This is very kind.
It's the least courteous I can do. I suppose you and your crew are looking for a little bit of a rest before you get back at it. Now, thank you for at least coming over and telling me of such things. Would you mind accompanying the first captain to the warehouse so they can start quarantining the zone?
Anything that you need, I will be here to help.
That is wonderful to hear, Captain Primrose, and the Republic of Deargun appreciates it, and the people of Hartwick appreciate that. I will need some time to go over these notes and consult some of my advisors. If I have anything else for you, I will call upon you. If not, we will speak at the ball. Of course, if you need to drop by and tell me anything else, you are always welcome.
I will come to you first. Have a lovely day, Governor Louys. And I give a very deep curtsy because I feel awful.
She stands up and, also, she doesn't give you just as deep, but she, does spread the her skirt out and gives a bend curtsy to you.
Are you guys all being polite or just leaving and glaring?
I am.
I see everybody bow, I will bow, but it's very half-hearted.
That's fair.
Sorry, I'm not going to bow. I'm going to give her a little head nod, turn around, and walk out.
All right, let's get you all back in the port city.
Oh. Well, she could have had me jailed, so that's kind of nice.
What do you mean she could have had you jailed?
I should have reported to her first.
Oh yeah.
You clean up a
Totally
problem
could
that
have
she
had you
couldn't
jailed.
deal with, and you would have been jailed for that.
Yeah, Durgun is an evil.
Whoa.
They
Durgun
so
is
many
not
of them.
evil, but they have rules, just like every faction on the Oiliane, alright?
They want to
And,
know everything.
oh, every port we've been to has had plenty of questions, and we end up getting more questions than answers, so I can't really blame them. But we have time, so if you guys need to do something around here, I hope you have something nice to wear if you'd like to accompany me to this ball on the 7th. We
Yeah,
have
I
a
got
couple
nice
days.
stuff.
I actually do have nice Durgunian clothes. It's good.
I would have to buy some new clothes because God knows I only have good Netherian clothes.
The style
And
here is very different. Yeah.
And showing up in an Etherian dress uniform would be totally disrespectful to my country.
Well, I'll have to buy a hat.
And being that I'm not in the military anymore or working for the government, I shouldn't be just flaunting my career. So
Yeah, well, you're on your version of a vacation, right? Enjoy some different cultures a little bit.
hiatus means I possibly looking and starting a new career and moving away from the old career. So, but
Well, you seem very steadfast in your Netherian views, so I wish you luck
well,
on that.
I was raised Netherian. 33 years of my life has been nothing but the Empire. Of course. Just like anybody else.
My growing up was a little bit more complicated than that, so maybe I'm just not as dead set Durgunian as I should be, but I get it. But it would be better for the entirety of the ocean if we could get these people to work together. And I saw how she looked at my ears. It's not the first time my own people look at me like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I heard a story about Arn when he pulled into a Durgun port, his home port, and got looked at extremely weird.
Well, I mean, you leave as a human and you come back saying you're the same guy, but you're a rock gnome now. Some people get a little confused. Not everybody's used to resurrection.
Yeah.
How do you know Arn?
Stories, legend, also keeping your ear to the whispers around other islands that you may have come across and people that come in out of a governor's office and this, that, and the third. You hear things.
I'm just surprised considering you're so dead set Netherian, but Arn was pretty dead set Durgunian, and he had his belt in a cram port. So it's just, I'm surprised you know so much about him. I'm glad he did make a name for himself.
I'm not saying I know a lot. I just like I knew things about y'all. but I didn't know a lot. I just
Yeah,
knew
little birdie
well.
told you.
Yeah. So, hey,
Tweet, tweet.
other birds speak and whispers come and go, and knowledge gets grown.
Well, what would you guys like to do? I know Birch said he wants a hat.
Going to get a hat.
Want a hat.
I need to go buy some clothes.
I'll leave
And
that fucking warehouse y'all left, man.
Well, I have to follow the knight to help them with that. So I'll see you soon. Where's
something to
Trig in
go
all
with
this?
beautiful cane.
Trig. Oh shit! Retcon 5. Trig was there. Trig bowed. Trig stayed quiet.
Great. We love Trig.
Woo, fixed.
All right, the nicest hat of Hartwick. Let's go, Birchstorm. Give me a perception check as you search high and low through the market district.
Okay. Let me see what I perceive.
Wow.
Give me a hat. 24. 24 is a good hat.
24 is going to be the best clothetier. It's actually a store devoted to nothing but hats.
It's a haberdashery.
It's a haberdashery. In fact, the name on it is the Republic of Hats.
Oh my god, I love this place.
Its sign even as a play on the symbol. It's a cross, but it looks like a hat rack. But then all the hats are intertwined to make 12 hats in a loop, like the Durgunian flag. As you walk inside, an Arakoa turns from his counter. He's not behind it. He was actually in front of it, like reading a book. As he stands up and he goes, "Oh, hello! Welcome to the Republic of Hats. What style are you looking for, my fellow sea elephant friend?"
I am looking for a Durgunian hat.
Welcome to all the Durgunian hats. I have workers' hats, farmers' hats, sailors'
Oh no, this fancy
hats.
hat. This is for a formal event.
Formal event. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here.
I like this guy.
You walk up to him. He pulls something off the counter. It looks like a contraption. He goes, "Okay, hold still." As he places that in your head and he starts adjusting it, the band comes in and starts like pressing against like around the circumference of your head as he starts to angle it. And he goes, "Now, are you the dashing sailor who likes to wear his hat over his eyes, all mysterious? Or are you the brave and pompadour officer who likes to wear it on the back? Or do you like to wear it plainly sitting atop to match your formal attire?"
Yeah, I'm not looking to. I'm not trying to. I don't want a statement piece. I just if I have to, and I don't want someone to see my face, I would like the brim to be long enough to cover my face, if that makes sense.
Good, good, good. This is good. He starts making a couple more adjustments. You see it feel get tight in some places, and he goes, and he looks at you, like he bends down to look at you. Actually, how tall are you?
I am
He's
6'4".
tall. He's tall.
Never mind. You're eye to eye with the Sarakoa. He just kind of like tilts back and like cranes his neck, and he goes, "How does that feel? Not too tight in the temples? I don't want to give you a headache."
No, yeah, no, it feels good. Thank you.
Does it
Feels
feel
nice.
snug in the back? Even though like this contraption is in your head, it's starting to be like a lot of weight on your neck, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. And he slowly pulls it up. He slaps it on this like empty mannequin. He slips a piece of paperwork, like a ripped parchment, in there somewhere, and he swipes at it with his quill. And then he goes, he looks at it, he goes, "I don't know if you've ever had your hat size taken, sir, but you are 7 3/4."
Thank you. That's good to know.
All right. Now to the formal hat racks. Follow, follow, follow. What is the color of your tunic?
Well, I stick to browns, rough spun stuff. But like, what's a good Durgunian color for formal attire? What would you say? I don't want to be too loud.
Well, if you don't want to be too loud, then you maybe not a crimson, but a mahogany. But given your complexion, you could probably pull off a nice brown, not the light tan brown,
Like a
more like an
dark.
earthly soil brown. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. I'm gonna pull out my little notebook and like I'm not gonna move my head down. I'm just gonna hold it up to my face and be like, "Brown shirt?" Question mark. This is good stuff.
Now, wide brims, he shows you a huge rack. He's got top hats, boiler hats, he's got tricorns, he's got like the admiral hats that go front to back with their stuff. And he goes, and then he comes to another one where it's kind of like a Stetson, but it's not, instead of like curled up, it's actually like fanned down and out.
Okay.
And he says, "This is actually a premier style, just now breaking into the highbrow society, as it were.
Okay.
So you won't find it on many people. But if you're looking for a brim that you want to pull down to cover your eyes, I recommend this. And we can lose the feather. No feather for you."
Okay. Yeah. Uh,
He takes
that
it off the
sounds
rack and
good.
he looks at it and he goes, "It's going to be a little big, but try it."
Okay. And how much would a hat like this go for?
Oh, that with materials and the resizing I'll have to do for a 7 3/4. We'll have to call it about 30 gold.
Okay. Wow. Please take my whoozy. What's it? I have to go sell some weapons to get you that 30 gold. I am a little sparse, but please keep my measurements. I'll be right back.
Understandable, so. Oh, I didn't get your name. I will put it on file.
Birch. Just Birch. There's nobody else
Birch.
named Birch. Yep.
Solid name, my Sealfian friend. I will see you later, Birch.
Thank you. I'm gonna walk out a little dejected.
I would like to go to a tailor shop.
All right. Give me a perceptions check to go find a tailor shop. Meanwhile, across town, Trig and Captain Prim. Orin, are you tagging along for this?
Yeah. Unless Captain wants me to go back to the ship to get it ready.
No, we have a couple of days. I can use your expertise on this alchemical stuff.
Join.
So as you guys leave, the high captain falls in behind you, and as like you guys start walking down the street, the next thing you notice is like you're at the front of a giant platoon. You've got Deergunnian soldiers, you've got what looks like a couple of clerics from one of the churches of Deergun, and then you also see where like there's wagons starting to file in, and you see that they have ever ice boxes in the back. And these are Deergunnian soldiers at the reins and piloting the horses. And then as you are heading back down to the warehouse district, you see a couple of Deergunnian soldiers escorting out what looks like an apothecary from a store as he's locking up and like flipping the sign over, like closed, be back in 15 minutes. He sees that and he twists it. And it says be back in 30 minutes. And the Deergunnian soldiers escort him freely. You know, he's not bound, he's not being pushed. He's like he joins into the platoon. As you guys get back to the warehouse district, you have this like maybe 2 platoons worth of people. The captain like looks outside this warehouse at the blackened windows, and he's like, I never trusted this warehouse. None of the other warehouses black out their window. So real quick, let me get the whoever's lead of the clerical procession, and then apothecaries, potion makers. Can you guys come up here real quick? Gather around. This is Captain Primrose, everybody. Captain Primrose has been inside this premises. What we are going to encounter are probably drugs, other illicit substances, and a myriad of what sounds like spores and flammable things. So real quick, we need to identify, and he's announcing this. Like other dock workers are like stopping, and like, what the fuck is he talking? Like other warehouses are like, even like the next door warehouses are like looking out the door and like looking over at their neighboring warehouse, like, what are we next to? And he goes, we got to make sure that nothing is undead and unholy here. Can't use flame just yet. Unload the ever ice boxes. Any organic substances that look to be questionable in nature or spore related go in those boxes, and we will transport to another location. Sergeant, I need you to go figure that out now. Go to the, he's just coordinating all this. When he finishes, he looks at you, Primrose. He goes, all right, when we walk in there, what are we going to see?
Well, you'll
Hey.
find some bodies, and there are to the north east of the entryway, there is a pile of boxes that will probably be moving. We do believe that they have more fungal creatures inside them. Upstairs is the office. You can probably find evidence of wherever they were putting this stuff. But I do have, and I take out the papers that I had available, and I will show them like this is where they've gotten certain uh, glassware for making this stuff, and this is what we believe they have for ingredients, and I will explain where we saw the bleeding soil to try and make sure that nobody steps in it.
Corporal, come here.
Is Gwen and Cole in there right now still?
I don't know where Cole is.
Because they were gonna do the questioning of the dead guy, and that never happened yet.
It sure did happen.
Oh, it did happen. Oh, it happened on the sidebars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As he's looking over the manifest, he goes, "Corporal, come here. Write this name down. Run to the judge. We're going to need to get a warrant over to New Frankfurt and probably New Herkimer. I know this guild operates primarily off of Avacoa Island. You know what? Just Sackett's Harbor and Dondera as well, just in case they expanded. We're going to need a inter-island search warrant. Let me know if the judge wants to pull the Inquisitors in for this, but write that down." And as you see the corporal jot it down, he goes, "All right, beat feet." He hands it back to you. He goes, "All right, clerics, wrap up the bodies, give them their last rites, throw them on that empty cart. Cleaners, move everything else that's organic out of there. All right, let's do this, people. I want to get this wrapped up in an hour. You and you and you, go to the fellow, start collecting statements from the neighboring warehouses. Well, Captain Primrose, is there anything else that you need to tell me? If not, I can take it from here."
I look at the officers that I have with me. Did I miss anything?
No, I think that's everything.
Jax, do you recall anything that I don't?
I went to go find a nice
Yep.
place to go get some clothes.
Jax is not there.
Who else was there? Birch went to get a
You?
hat.
It's you, Trig, and Orn.
Okay, I'll look over to Trig. Is there anything that you want to let them know? You were in there under different circumstances.
I mean, I had a bag over my head when they took me, and then I knew I was in that office. So,
Right, fair enough. That's all we know.
Okay. Thank you very much, Captain Primrose. Your help was appreciative. If I have any questions, I'll drop by the docks and find the Masked Maiden. I'm sorry, Traveler Shadow for you, and leave a word for your summons.
Thank you, sir, and good luck.
Thank you. Much appreciative. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right, people.
Who's next?
Jax, 15 perceptions check. You do find a tailor shop.
Oh yeah.
Cool. I walk into the tailor shop.
As you walk in, it's a human female. She was just pinning up a dress, and she looks over. She goes, "Good morning, sir." She stands up, stretches her back. She's about middle age. She's got like the typical push pin on her wrist and whatnot. Spectacles on, of like you can tell from the lenses that they're pretty high magnification. She goes, "How can I help you today?"
Well, good morning. Yeah, I'm here. We got invited to a soiree, and I'm needing to buy some new clothing, and so would like to have a nice suit or something nice to wear at this soiree.
Ah, are you attending one of the governor's balls?
Yes.
Very well. What kind of style is more of your liking, sir? Do you like a double-breasted coat, military-style coat? Are you a merchant, perhaps?
Well, I am a merchant, but let's go more. I wouldn't say like military style, but I wouldn't say I don't like the double breast. What is your? I don't want to look like I'm lower class because I'm definitely not. So,
I can tell from your accent you're not Durganian. So let me tell you in on a little bit of fashion for the Republic of Durgan. The rich do not flaunt their taste, nor do they flaunt their value. The rich have nice clothes and finely made clothes, yes, but that's a style that is lasting. It is durable. A farmer, or anybody of the lower class, as you put it, would wear something more simple and easily made and what we call homespun. But the nobles of Dirgan will wear plain attire clothes, but of a well quality made. We're not talking silks, we are talking more of like a hemp. So the question comes down to your comfortability. Not so military style. Do you know if the coat you want to wear you want tails and it's long or in a tuxedo style, or do you want it military style? It will be cut to the waist, or we could do what's now coming into fashion, emergency or emerging into fashion. We call it the bolero coat, and we will cut it to your ribs.
oh no, no, that's too short. Let's do the waistcoat cut, so more of your military style cut. Then, so.
Very well. Now, do you want the colors of your home nation, or would you more rather, because this is the governor's ball, want a palette of deer gun?
Well, definitely not my home nation, being that I don't feel like it's appropriate. But let's go with a Durganian palette color. I don't want it all white, red, and gold. I don't want to be that gaudy.
Oh,
Just
again, yes, no nobleman is going to mix all three colors of the deer gun. Usually they keep it to one of the colors and then maybe accent it with another color. So like a white with gold, or a red with white, or perhaps any one of the two is fine.
well, why don't we go with like a dark red, like a burgundy or something, a darker red, not a real like loud red with hints of white on it.
Splendid. I have just the cut for you. She goes over to a rack, brings you over to like a triple mirror of standing mirrors. It's not like what you'd see in a men's warehouse, like not floor to length. They're just floor mirrors that like angle, ovals. She hangs it up. It is it is a white shirt that when you put the coat on over it, it is a dark burgundy coat. You matching trousers. There are cummerbunds available, and you can see where on the collar and on the sleeve there are holes for buttons. Um, she gives you the option whether you want flat colored buttons, suede, or they could be gold plated. She doesn't have actually solid gold buttons in here for it, or cups or cusps and cufflinks.
I'm not much into gold unless it's like uh I'm more into silver. I like the shine of silver more than gold. I'm not big into the yellow
We have
colors.
we have we have white gold plated.
Okay, then let's go with some white gold cufflinks, maybe with a tad hint of maybe some let's see, some like black stones that make like a checkerboard maybe on them
Ooh,
type of design.
I think we can do something that will probably take a little bit to make, but we can do that.
Well, we have a few days, so give you guys some time to figure all the things out. The buttons, on the suit and on the shirt, if it can all be like silver as well. Maybe on the jacket itself, more of the color of the suit, so a more red, so they don't stick out and take away from the jacket. But for the shirt, if it's a button-down shirt, let's go with like some uh black some white gold studs to button the shirt closed.
Do you want to float a little bit? I see. Very well. I think we can do that. Let me get your measurements. And then as she's doing the measurements, she sees your shoes. She goes, and the only other question then is your shoes. Plain or designed?
Let's go with a plain nice beautiful um what kind of animals live around here on this island?
Hudson Island, we have a lot of small game. There are some reptilians. This leather, the shoes will be bovine, though, if you're
Well,
curious.
I was more thinking of maybe some type of reptilian
You would have to go to a cobbler for that, sir. I don't deal
okay.
with reptilian
Okay.
skins.
Oh, that's fine then. Let's just go with a nice black
Oh,
uh
of course.
black shoes.
Just to match the black stones, of course, of
Yes,
course. Plain is
yes.
perfect. That will be a perfect balance as your shoes will be plain, but you'll have a little bit of ostentation on your accessories to your coat. Well, I have your measurements. I just now need your name, sir, and a deposit.
Yes, my name is um Michael, and my contact will be the ship at the Iron Mask.
I'm not familiar with a ship at the Iron Mask. Is that
Well, the ship
a
name
grog shop?
the ship named the Iron Mask.
I take it the Iron
Or
Mask
the
is in
Mask
port?
Maiden. I'm sorry, the Mask Maiden.
The Mask Maiden. The
My
ship is in
apologies.
port?
Yes, we're here for the next. We're here until the end of the ball or the soiree, and then we'll be
Of
leaving.
course. So you intend for a delivery? You're not going to pick this up in store and check the fit?
I will definitely be picking it up in store. Yes.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just need your name, Michael. Thank you.
Yes.
And come with me. She goes to the counter. She hits a couple buttons on her teller. She hits it. And whooshing, she goes, I'll need a 50% deposit now. All work when said and done at pickup. Your grand total, will be 25 gold. So if you have 12 gold, 5 silver.
How about I just give you the 25 now and just call it done, and I will come pick it up when it's finished.
Very well, sir. I will see you in 2 days.
I will see you in 2 days. By the way, would you happen to know of like where I could go and pick up some fine Durgunian cigars or stuff like that around here?
Unfortunately, you won't find fine cigars all the way out here in Hartwick, but there is a smoke shop. I don't know the name of it, but it is between the grog shops near the dock districts and the taverns further behind it.
And then one other question.
Of course, Michael.
Uh, a a nice hearty like a good not like a tea shop, but also that may serve coffee.
We do have a couple cafes, yes. Tea shops, I think one, I don't know if it's still open. But the Honeywell, if it is still open, is down in the tavern districts, and then the cafe shops you will find along the line of the rest of this street here, the market district.
Okay, thank you so much.
Of course. Have a good day, Michael.
You too. Good day. I
All
walk out
right.
and head to the grog shop district first to go talk to a cigar store.
Okay. Birch, what are you looking to
Hello.
offload?
I was just trying to excuse myself for looking like a dickhole. I don't have anything to sell.
Okay. Anybody else?
I would if Birch is with me, I would cover for him.
Did you Did you come with me? To get a hat? Are you a hat guy? Do you like hats?
No, I need a coat.
Oh. I will watch you get a coat.
Hydrate. I'm just gonna go straight for the mead.
Yeah, I'll give you 60 gold for buying
Oh.
shit.
Well, I guess I'm also getting a coat. Nice Durgunian coat.
All right.
And I'd like to get a... No, I'm not going to get a Durgunian coat. I am going to get very specifically a red, with like black interior, gold, like brocade. Very, very open and could be baggy, but with one of those like neck clasp things. Like if my arms were not in this would sit fine on my shoulders.
Is it long like a a captain's coat? So a long coat.
Yeah, it is a long coat.
It could be a cape if you wanted it to be.
Yeah, that's a cape.
And like I roll the sleeves up and everything, so you see like more of the black, like up to my forearms, so you can see the tattoos and everything, and the golden chain of like my wrist wraps.
Now, do you want this to be a formal captain's coat, or do you want it to be a functional captain's coat? What I mean by that, do you want it oiled or not oiled?
Probably not oiled.
Okay. This kind of coat, not oiled, will be 22 gold.
Sold American. Sold Durgunian.
Birch, going back for the hat, and then you get in a coat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a brown coat. Just a plain brown coat.
Long waist, high
long
waist.
coat. Yeah, a long coat.
Long coat, long brown coat.
Yep.
You buy
simple.
long brown coat from Captain Malcolm Reynolds.
Lovely. Okay, now I want to go get the cowboy hat.
And since you're just typical brown coat, 15 gold.
15 gold. 45 gold. Got it.
Okay. And then you go back and get the hat. And he says it'll be done tomorrow.
How much gold was it again?
The hat?
Yeah.
25.
25.
Because it's custom fitted and slight mod.
Bought Durgunian, whatever that means. Orn said that to me. You haven't met Orn. He's great. Anyway. Oh, actually, I got a couple extra coins jingling in my pocket. Do you think you could make a tricorn hat like this big? And I just kind of hold my hands out to like guess his head size. It has to be able to like stretch though. Can you make it like a stretchy material?
Say that again?
Yeah, so his head's like normally about this size, but sometimes a spell goes off and his head gets about this big. Is there any way you could, because I don't want him to ruin his nice hat, is there any way you can make it to kind of like stretch with the spell?
I am not of the magical persuasion.
Me neither,
but
man.
I do happen to know a cleric down at the Church of Jyochik.
Oh, the Church of... Perfect. What's their name?
You're looking for Deacon Frederick.
Deacon Fred. Got it. All right, well, thank you very much.
I totally fucking misspelled that.
That's okay.
There you go.
All right, well, in the background, I'm going to find Deacon Frederick and see if he can make a hat grow with a person.
All right. Real quick, Gwen, which location are you going to?
Gwen, stop pooping.
Gwen? Gwen,
Yeah.
hello?
No, hey.
Yeah.
What?
So we were going back and forth, but then you stopped. Which location would you go to?
I didn't see that. That was multiple things.
It is. It's two. Yeah. There's the tower / store, and then there's the church.
Probably the store because I'm looking to buy something.
Okay. you head into the tower, into the store part of the tower that says, public entrance this way, and it brings you to the storefront. When you get in there, there is, interestingly enough, somebody wearing a Negroni mask. It doesn't look anything like your guys's demon Negroni mask that the half masks wear. It's a different style, and they're not even wearing it up. They're wearing it down around their neck, and it's like you can tell it's like tied behind them. This is a half elf, and he's sitting at this counter, and he's like, he looks like he's reading or studying a book. And then you see like bookcases, cabinets of components. You see a table in the back. You see what looks like maybe like three people studying, perhaps. And then in the balcony, you see this like bearded, grizzly man, like looking man. Like you can tell, like it looks like there's an old lumberjack, retired lumberjack up there. But he's just like kind of looking down. You can't see what he's reading, and he's kind of like passively on a pipe. And the half elf like looks up and goes, "Ah, good morning. How can I help you?"
Do you know the process for creating a tuning fork?
Oh, sorry, I don't. I'm just a first year. I can fetch the master.
Well, go on, get.
Oh, sorry. Yep. He gets off and he runs up the stairs. He approaches that big, burly, bearded guy, and you got like the guy like slowly moves his head, looks down, like looks right at you. You see him like put something down, and then you see the book get closed that he was reading. He grabs his pipe, does one last puff, looks at it, realizes it's gone out, and then he just like taps it out and gets up, comes down the steps. The kid runs long ahead of him, takes his book off the counter, and goes, "He'll be with you in just a moment." And slides away. As this guy's coming down the stairs, like it's like each step is like under the weight of him, as like he's just like tree trunks for thighs, and he's got like a big rounded stocky torso, and he comes down, he comes over to the counter, and he looks at you, and he goes, "So you want to make a tuning fork?"
The process.
"Well, what do you know about the frequencies of planes?"
Absolutely nothing.
"Well, I suggest you start there. We have a couple books you could take and learn from. It's a very arduous process. You either have to ascertain the known frequency of the plane in question of target, and then you need to just slightly apply heat to the strength of said tuning fork that you use. Now, a tuning fork that lasts, you want it of a good hardness material. Something like a platinum or tungsten is usually done the trick. However, that's expensive, and you only need a tuning rod of about 250 gold. I presume you know this.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Well, currently, at least in our records here in the Tower of Hartwick, we know the material plane. We just happen to have Feywild, which I do not recommend. We don't give out to anybody who is not certified. And we happen to have the elemental plane of fire. Now, these other planes, if you do your own research and tales, perhaps you could ascertain it. And then, of course, there's the dangerous matter of trial and error. Can I ask which one you're trying to get to?
All of them.
Good. Oh, in the name of Joyak. Well, that's going to be quite the amount of tuning forks. I assume you're studied and learned up on all the outer planes and the sheer number of them.
Mm.
And you know about the dangers of the lower planes.
Not really an intent to go there, but yes.
I do indeed have a respect for a mad fellow of knowledge, but this is a dangerous task. Well, the couple books that I could sell you, I take it you're not going to be in town long enough to study them. 20 books for the introductory to planar frequencies. I'll give you, say, 10 gold for introduction to outer and inner planes. And then, of course, it's so large in print. Perhaps you've already read it, but 10 silver for the multiverse theory.
That's fine. You said you already had a tuning fork for fire and the Feywild.
I said we have the known frequencies
Oh
for
yeah.
those two planes.
Much for those.
Well, are you a member of the church?
Yes.
Oh,
I
well
show
then,
my hand tattoo of the 3 stars.
very well. Come with me, and I will copy these down for you.
All right.
It takes about 10 minutes. He brings you like to the further back. He actually has to like unlock the chain across this bookcase. He pulls out a manuscript. Has a fresh piece of parchment. There's like he slides. The bookcases have this rolly system where you can slide a writing desk over. He pops open the book. He writes down a number, goes to another page, writes down another number, and he goes, "Do you want the frequency for this material plane?"
Seems important.
Very well. I'm just checking to see if you've noted, lad. And he
Well,
writes that one down. And he goes, "Well, here you are. 3 frequencies for all those planes. Of course, if you're going to attempt to tune this into a tuning fork, I also highly suggest you go to a musical instrument shop for a device that will tell you what the frequency is before you just adjust it and blindly cast plane shift.
so find a good bard. Gotcha.
One of those should do finally as well."
All right. Thank you. This ought to be a fun experiment.
Good luck, and I hope you keep your head about yourself.
I haven't found anyone who can take it yet, so.
Brave. You're a brave lad.
Yep. Thank you, old man. Come find you once I find more information. I leave.
It's Master Yoakum, by the way, lad. Master Yoakum. It's a pleasure to meet you. All right. Birch. So you go to the church.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You get in there. Uh it's not like a regular church that you're used to. Like there's no altars, there's no pews. It seems more like a library with like a very where you would expect the altar to be. There's like this huge opening and stanchions on both sides opposing one another. And it looks like it's more built to like an auditorium at that part. But a clothed man comes over to you, head puts his hands together and bows. He goes, welcome to the Church of Jock. How can I help you today, sir?
I'm looking for Deacon Frederick.
Just this way. Deacon Frederick is in the gardens.
Oh, good. The gardens.
He leads you down the side, out a door, into a hallway, out the back door. Sure enough, there's like boxwood. There's like a boxwoods labyrinth style garden, but it only comes up to like chest high, so like you can easily maneuver it.
Mm-hmm.
He takes you around the other backside of it, and then like comes in through like another entryway, and you come to like an opening where it's like it looks like a contemplation spot, and you see another man. He's got like scars on his cheek. You see like he's even got like a long scar that runs from his eyebrow through his forehead and over his skull. So he's missing the hair, and none of the hair is growing there,
That's
obviously.
soft.
And he's in nice vestments. Not, and when I say nice, I mean like well made. Like these guys are not flaunting any kind of wealth. And he's just sitting there contemplating. And this man, Deacon Frederick, a visitor, he says with a bow. And this deacon like slowly opens up his eyes, and you see that his eye, where the scar is, it's glass. And he looks up.
Hello.
You see the glass eye independently move around and like look at you and scan you. He goes, "Oh, hello."
Hi,
Deacon.
I'm Birch.
Hi, Birch. I'm Deacon Frederick.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with you.
No, I'm not from around here. I'm just here at port, and I was trying to buy a hat for my friend, and the hat man told me to come talk to you. gonna put my hands on my hips.
Ah, looking for enchantments.
I guess I is like I'm like scratching my cheek. I don't know a lot about magic. I'm not like I can make an arrow fly where I want it to. That's about it. Um, but I have a friend who grows and shrinks sometimes, and I was wondering if I could make a hat grow and shrink with him. Is that possible? If it's not, totally fine. And I'm sorry to disturb you from your sitting upright sleep.
It is very possible and very doable. It's a pretty standard enchantment. I take it you are using enlarge and reduce on said friend?
Like no, it's not. It's like he like turns into something. He turns into like a big animal,
Oh,
kind of like a druid.
he's not a lycanthrope, is he, by chance?
No. He's not a
He holds
lycanthrope.
up a hand. It's fine if he is. I know
No,
there are some that try to do good in this world.
yeah. No, listen, I also enjoy a good lichen from time to time, but he is not one of them.
Well, bring me the hat, and I will be able to do the necessary enchantments on it. It will cost, obviously, a donation.
Yeah,
I hope you
how much?
understand.
How much of a donation?
Probably north about 100, 200 gold.
Holy hell! Pardon my language. I should not have said that here. Okay. Well, now I know I don't have that kind of money, Deacon. But when I
Well,
do, I'll come find you.
like you said, you did not know much about magic, but it is pretty expensive to maintain, cast, and make permanent in such mundane objects.
Okay.
That is why any magic item that you find, or usually have, is thereabouts in the thousands range.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, obviously, like if you're good at something and it's a very niche thing that people want, like yeah, it would cost money. Also, what what do you guys like worship? And not to put too fine of a nose on it, but everyone here is like very well dressed for men of piety.
You'll find no wealth and riches on any one of us or any of the brothers or sisters here of the Church of Jock, but we worship him of the shooting star.
Oh, he sounds cool. I like to shoot stuff.
Uh, t- Forgive me, but it's clearly you're not Durganian.
No, did the blue skin and the ears give it away?
It did, but I did not want to be presumptuous.
No, don't worry about it, man. It's fine. I get it everywhere, so it's fine. Yeah, what's the shooting star? What's his bag? What's his thing? What's his
Dra-
message to the world?
Dryak is the one who brought magic to the world. After coloration and chaos was quelled, and after the jewel gods attempted to create life and make this place a flourishing land, uh, some of the gods were hurt. I'm giving you obviously the overview, but
Mm-hmm.
the the gods were in their palace per se. It's what we call the realm above our world, where they watch down upon us.
Church is now sitting cross-legged next to the man. Mm-hmm.
When one of the gods was hurt and one was torn, his what he made was torn and cursed and set aside against all the other creations of this earth. The one god was so angry it tempted to leave. Well, as he left
Oh.
through this guarded place, he passed by Drak, who was just a star at this time. Drak was then sent hurtling towards this world, and when he landed upon these shores and lands, he splintered, shattering the whole ground where he stood.
Oh, I hope it's
And
okay.
you could the gods witnessed the power that Drak saw. And when Drak came to being, he saw what he did, and he could see what the creations were doing, and all the creations left to fend for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So he taught them how to soothe the cataclysm. He taught them how to curtail certain parts of nature. He taught them how to fight back against certain things of darkness and danger. And when Ulyss looked back and saw, he was not so angered anymore, and he came back.
That's that's a good story. That's a good
Indeed.
story.
Drak likes to stand aside from the other gods in the pantheon, but he does that to be unbiased and impartial to us. That is why the nature of the arcane arts is free to those who have the predisposition and have the time.
Oh,
If you want to know more, we do have Bible studies.
oh, wow. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here for. Also, I don't know. Was that a car crash outside?
I don't know. That sounded loud.
What
Yeah.
is a car?
No, sorry, that was Billy.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but I'm definitely going to bring a friend over here to meet you. Uh, Thank you so much. And I'm still cross-legged, but I'm going to like half turn my body to like shake his hand. Thank you.
He reaches over and shakes your hand. It is a pleasure to meet you, Birch. I
Oh,
thank you for
oh,
stopping by.
no, thank you for your time. My foot's stuck behind my knee. Hold on, I gotta pull it out. Okay. Oh God, you say it like that. All right. Well, have a great day. It was very nice meeting you, and I'm gonna walk out.
All right. It is 9:15. Anybody got a heart stop, or do you want to go for another 10, 15 minutes?
No. No hard stop for us.
Yeah, I got 15 minutes in me.
Good to be here.
It's only 3 o'clock out here.
Why not 10 o'clock?
Yeah,
Why not 10 o'clock?
I do want to
We'll
eat
see.
some food today.
Yeah.
We'll see if we get there.
Probably should have done that.
Mm.
I was doing other stuff.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Before we get to Jackson's cigar shop, Oren, was there anything for you?
No. We get the coat, and probably that's it. Like that's the amount of like clothing I was looking to get, and then probably go back to the ship to see how everything's going there. If funds are getting low in terms of refitting and resupplying the ship and upkeep, Oren would throw some of his own money in because Oren doesn't buy anything.
It's not that low. Let me check the other ship. It is not that low, but probably after the next 3 resupplies, you guys will be pretty low in coffers.
All right. No, I think the only thing Oren would like put ears to the ground for are there any ship upgrades in this area that are specific to this town, that are specific to Hartwick, that are something that like other ports don't have. Like, is there something here that just we can't get in another port?
Elven racism. Sorry.
Hartwick has cotton sails, which will moderately increase the ship's overall speed.
Well, those must be a pretty penny. I'll like figure out the price for it and see how much they would cost to outfit both ships with cotton sails.
For the which brig is it? You got a roller galleon and just a brig. For the brig, it'll be 2 sails. What did I do here? Hang on.
We could do this after too.
Okay, yeah, I'll get it out to you. It looks like it's going to be in the thousands, though.
Oh, never mind.
Yep.
I thought you were loaded.
Ship.
I thought you had it like that.
You trying to buy a ship?
Ships are in the 10,000s or
Yeah.
Anywho, okay. Jack's cigar shop. You find the smoke shop. It is a very small store. There's no walking into it. It is literally, he's got the door he comes out of and it's locked, but he's got like it's something like you expect from like a food stall. Obviously, you can see further into it that he's got like supplies and humidors and racks of smokes in the back behind him, but he has like this open window that you can walk up to, and you just see like his head and shoulders as he's sitting there looking at people coming by, and he sees you approaching, sees you intent on approaching, goes, I see you coming a mile away. Coming to the best smoke shop on the east side of the old lane. How can I help you, sir?
You say the best smoke shop on the east side of the Orlane?
Not counting Nicholas Island, the only.
Well, then we need to talk. But
Certainly.
well, while we talk, we need to be smoking. So, uh, what is the best cigar that you carry?
I carry a box of High Lords.
Well, how much is a box of High Lords?
Ooh, it is a collector's item, and it has got all 12 High Lords in there. I will be able to part with it for about 80 gold.
Okay, 80 gold. And then how about you choose one of the High Lords out of here, and then you choose me one of the High Lords out of this box. We sit down and we have a conversation.
That is a fine offer indeed. He walks he walks back. You see him kind of like disappear into the shadows of his shop. You see him like key open a cabinet, opens it up, pulls out a box, comes up to the front, sets it down. You see this box is like got two red ribbons over it. It is a fine wood crafted humidor, and he says 80 gold.
I give him the 80 gold.
Thank you, sir. And that box is for you. If you would do so the honors of cutting the ribbon.
I take my dagger out and cut the ribbon.
And then go ahead and very slowly lift it open and just smell that aroma.
Oh, yeah. Oh yes, it smells delightful. I open it nice and slowly, and as it creaks open, I move my nose closer to the crack and smell it for the first wafer before the air can even hit it.
So when you open it, it's 12 Churchill size cigars. Each one is banded with a gold ring on the band, and it's numbered 1 through 12. It does have the names of what you think is the current sitting high lords of Deergun who rule back in Catorsa. He says, "Now my favorite, of course, is number 4. But are you a full body man, or do you like something with a little bit of a aftertaste that lingers and with a burn, or are you a floral kind of guy? No judges.
I'm a full body,
Full
all the
body.
way.
Then you want probably a number 8.
Okay. Well, how about you take what's the number 4? Why is the number 4 your favorite?
The number 4 is my favorite because in some of the wraps of the tobacco that these were grown and rolled for, it has a slight other treatment to it that gives it just the profile that I look for in cigars. I mean, my favorite box happens to be the Navy Especial.
Oh yes. Why that one over this one?
Preference of the taste. You could smoke the cigar, you would eat some fancy cheese, puff puff, and the fancy cheese that you eat, it would be totally different. And it works on sipping brandy and sipping whiskey.
Well, I may have to buy a box of that as well.
I have plenty of those. The box of those is 10 gold.
I'll give you another 10 gold for a box of those. And whatever it costs to buy another number 4 so I can have that taste that you also desire.
Like I said, High Lords, collector's item. This is the only box I had.
Oh, well, then I guess I will not get I'll have to wait until another time when a number 4 is available and then go from there.
Very well. And here's your box of Navy Specials.
Right. So the next question is, do you have some time to talk?
Yes, let me close up. I know of a great bench we can go sit at and smoke, and the soldiers won't harass us.
All right. So
He closes up his store and he makes sure he pockets his cutter and he brings over what he, a little wrap of hickory to light, so to light you guys the cigars, and you guys can go to the bench and we can move this conversation to whispers if you would like.
sure, which
Okay.
I've already sent you the conversation of on my side.
Okay. Anybody else before we start fast forwarding, or would some party members like to link up with other party members? I heard a couple going back to the ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to talk Orn to meeting Deacon Frederick.
Why?
Oh, because he was talking. Okay, so they worship this guy called the Falling Star, and he's not even a god. He's a god because a god walked past him, and then he hit the earth or he hit the Olane really hard, right? But he deals with like magic and enchantments, and he was talking about curses a lot, and I didn't know if maybe you wanted to have him give you like a once over, dude. You know? Well,
I'm eating those grapes.
still?
All right. Yeah.
Ugh. It's just liquid in your mouth at this point.
Follow suit. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I'll head there.
Okay, so he sits and he sleeps sitting up. He lives, I think, in a box of flowers. Like he's surrounded by flowers. I'm not super religious, so I don't know if that's like
Wait,
normal.
the deacon or the god?
The deacon. I think the god is like most of them. They're like watching from whatever. But this guy, he seems like a really nice guy. I tried to get you a hat that like would stick to your head when you changed, and then I was like, why not talk to him about the whole changing thing?
Oh, like a shark with a hat?
Yeah, and it's not a shark with a hat. It's my friend Orn with a hat. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
And I'll go, head there.
Yeah, we'll go in. Hey, we don't be loud because he's sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll let you take point. Outside of game, Steve was actually looking at maybe taking a level of cleric.
Yeah. Well, this works out perfectly. And I had no fucking idea. So, good stuff. Yeah. Hi, I'm back. I'm here to see Deacon Frederick. This is my friend Orn.
Yep, one of the guys who caught you in the front of the door goes, very
Yep.
well. He's still in the garden.
Great. All right, here we go. Now,
It wasn't the same guy you dealt with earlier, but he recognized you from your outburst in said labyrinth garden. So he brings you back there, and the deacon is now—he's still sitting there, but he's awake, and you see him actually like mage handing shears as he's trimming some of the boxwoods around him.
Oh, nice. You're awake. Great.
I've been awake all day, Birch. Welcome back. As the mage hand sets down the shears on the bench that he's not sitting on, and he rests his hand and he bows to you, still sitting down. He goes,
Yeah.
Is this your friend?
Yes, this is Orn. Hey, Orn.
Orn, you see Deacon Frederick. You see he's got a glass eye. You see that he's scarred up. Scar runs over his eye, over his head. And you see the glass eye like look at you and like dart around and like scan you.
I'll give him a once over too, like a sniff.
This guy can be awake while he's sleeping. He must be very powerful.
Birch, I don't know where you get this. I haven't even said such a thing. Hello, friend of Birch. I'm Deacon Frederick. I heard you have the ability to slightly shift and change in size.
Oh, I look at.
Yeah, it's okay. You can tell them. There's a law. They can't tell anybody else.
You can't?
No, yeah. There's like.
Oh, okay. I'll pull out the necklace. I was cursed a long time ago, and I am become a foul, consuming beast creature that sometimes loses control and kills people. But yeah, you can't tell anybody, right?
Ah, you have been maledicted by a blood curse. I'm so sorry to hear that, child.
Oh my god. I didn't know you liked boys.
I
Sorry, what?
don't.
Wait. Oh no. Orin, you've been mal. What is that? Mal what? Anyway. No. Sorry. Keep going. Yeah, it's a blood thing. Congratulations, Orin. All right. I'm gonna step back. You guys talk. You guys talk.
Well, if you like to wear hats, I can do a certain enchantment on such a mundane object as a hat that it'll fit above your head. Now, knowing that you are affected by a blood curse, it can feel and respond to when your transformation takes hold and shift, and the hat will then morph and stretch and grow to be on top of the head of your shifted self, if that is what Birch is trying to accomplish here.
No. The hat is great, but what if we pivot to the whole blood curse thing? Because you sound like you know what that is.
I'm very aware of some of the malfeasance of magic that permeates through the land. You understand that Jayak taught everybody in all creations, and there are those in creations that went astray and led down more evil paths. It's just nature. Uh, the blood curse that your friend here may be afflicted upon is a very old magic.
Mm-hmm.
We are familiar with it. However, removal of such blood curses from living mortals as your friend himself proved to be a risk to life, we'll say.
Orin, you like your life?
I just like turn and look at you and be like, I very much. Mm.
Okay. Can I insight that? Can I insight that, please?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah,
does.
he digs life. He knows what he's all about, and he knows what
Orn
he
is Orn is incredibly perturbed by his current situation.
Yeah.
Not in terms of like I don't know, you've definitely caught this because I've got a -1 charisma.
Yeah.
Every time we deal with a fucking like, oh, you're gonna go to prison because you solved a problem that I never solved,
Mm-hmm.
is like just irks him the wrong way.
Okay.
Fair.
Well,
That's fair.
if if you know anybody who knows a safer way of helping my friend, that would be great. You're great too, and I appreciate the star hitting the Elaine. That's good.
Um, real quick before you start spouting out Miss History, the star hit Katorsa. Nobody knew that the Elaine existed.
Right, right. It hit Katorsa, and then made the Elaine.
Quite possibly. Now, as far as your
Hurt.
friend is aware, and Sir Orn, I don't mean to out you, but I don't know if you've told your friend Birch this, but Birch, if we were to remove his blood curse, everything that this man has learned to live with and use to his own abilities would be removed from him.
Yeah, but like he'd still be Orn. I like squeeze his bicep. I'm like, yeah, you see, like, you know.
I just pushed you off. What are you doing?
No, yeah, I like Orn. I don't like what Orn can do. I like Orn for Orn.
Deacon, I've learned to live with it.
I'm sure you have. Again, I'm familiar with it, and only by what I've read and heard from other brothers and sisters. But as I understand, many in your predicament, if it would be labeled as such, you lead such a life where you use this for your own means to fight back in life for good meaning, fight the other monsters, fight the other things of evil, albeit that you wrestle with it on a constant basis, I imagine. I understand that you have come to live your life. Birch, I just ask that you be respectful of your friend. Yes, blood curses are not an easy thing to live with, but your friend is the embodiment of such life.
Yeah, but does When's he get to take a break?
Birch, thank you. You're. It means much that you'd look to somebody to help me, but I have learned to live with this. And Deacon, my friend Birch is right. I have learned to live with this. I do not enjoy it. And it has taken much from me. It has taken my future. It has taken my past.
Yeah, see, that's really the part that I want to work on. You know, I'm not worried
And
about fixing
I'll look back to
this.
you, Birch, and I am not done with it.
Okay, well, can you do me a favor? When you are done with it, can you tell me?
Orange just doesn't respond to that. He looks at you and just doesn't want to make comment on that.
Is that a no? Okay, I'm gonna take that as a no. All right, well, I'll ask if like a big thing happens, and you like have like a sigh of relief. I'll be like, hey, how about now? All right, done deal. All right, Father Deacon, or Deacon Father Frederick, Deacon Frederick, thank you very much. I apologize for interrupting your rose cutting. Um, again, this is Orn Finsk. I'm Birch from Woodfin, and we're out of here.
If you'd
A blessed
give
day.
me but a moment with the Deacon on my own. Thank
Yeah,
you, Birch. I will.
yeah, I'll be outside.
And I'd like to just start a conversation with the Deacon. Deacon, you mentioned the star landing and the Orlane coming, being wrought of it. I've heard tale of things in the sea, things praised by the Sahagin and the merfolk, creatures and things that are more than beast. Can you tell me of? And I'd like to like broach the conversation about talking about like Sikola and like the a god of tempest that rules the ocean. And it doesn't need to be a full conversation, but I wouldn't mind fading to black here because it's 9:40.
Yep. So I mean, he briefly touches on the mythos of Diergonian. Is like immediately when you say Tempest and Ocean, he speaks mostly of Torin Reach. He speaks of like how much chaos was in the world from Kagda, and that like when the Jeweled One gods, and the Jeweled Ones were like the first like OG gods that apparently came down, but yet when the way he speaks about Kagda and Torin Reach, like they're like components of turmoil and tempest that were in there. Like when he speaks about it, it's either a figure or it's a metaphor. It gets kind of confusing for you.
Yeah.
But he does speak that like the creations of the Jeweled Ones went to all far reaches of the world. Tornrich obviously took some of the creations for its own, as it was the first god that like disrupted the flow of like getting away from chaos. Like Tornrich is like one of the more guys that like lean the other way in alignment per se. This is alignment is not really a thing that they'll talk about, but like I will send you an excerpt of the mythos, pretty much.
I would just ask: are there followers of these precursor gods of? He says what? Turmoil and chaos. He uses those words.
He uses chaos a lot when he talks about Krogda.
Yeah, I'd like to just kind of get more information about these older, more primal gods.
Yep. They do have followers. They do have churches for them. In the more well-off cities of Deargun, there will be a church for each dominion and for each one of these gods. In not so well-off, it's like an all saints temple, so all gods will be represented in the one church. But yeah, he talks like how the Torrent, the followers are not using Tempest to go so far evil, but to understand it, to better control it, and move it towards to where they control. Kagda is more of just like which Kagda's symbol is a torrent of water. It is all about force of will and like bringing forth power onto others from the divine realm of magic.
All right.
Pretty much, yeah. Tonarich is the Tempest Dominion, and Kagda is the War Dominion. Yeah. All right. So before we wrap up, does any players want to get together and share information or not? Or we're going to save this for the next session next week?
Cole wants the long rest.
Yeah, it's been a long day of hats and coats and
Oh,
curses.
we can do this offline, but I also want to go to a place to possibly get like where I can do a concealed holster for one of my pistols. So
I have that written down. If we want to dock out the long rest now, I need, since Cole isn't here, I will write down that she'll need to do this. Real quick, Orn, give me a Constitutional saving throw.
oh no.
Oh, double hooked on drugs.
The craving of the drugs.
I'm here.
Oh,
I've
Cole,
just been quiet.
give me a Constitutional saving.
Okay, hold on. I gotta open it on his computer real quick, but I will. He doesn't have access to my character sheet anymore.
No, he doesn't.
Plus whatever Constitution or Constitution save is.
Looking at it now, it is a 1, so that's an 11. So, Cole and Orn for the next 8 hours. Disadvantage on wisdom checks, disadvantage on constitutional saving throws, disadvantage on saving throws against poison, and restless craving for the drug of course. Orn, however, since you failed this by 5 or more, you have 1 level of exhaustion.
Ooh. All right.
All right. That's where we will leave off for tonight.
Do we have any physical side effects to this?
Physical
Sorry,
side
visual.
effects.
Visual.
Visual. I mean, yeah, you're gonna look. Oren especially is gonna look like he didn't sleep. He's gonna have bags under his eyes. Probably a little bit of labored breathing when he's like idle. As for you, also suffer since you didn't suffer it fail it by more than 5. You don't have the exhaustion, but you have all of this. So you do maybe you're like you have the taste of the spores that blew up from you in front of you that you smelled and tasted. Like you want to get more of that. Like ideally, you probably have some part of your brain going, did they clean up the warehouse? Could I go over there and get something?
So like cocaine addicts when they're scratching themselves and like I gotta have my fix.
It's not gonna make her nervous and scratchy. It's not gonna do like the stimulant that is cocaine. This is like something of like I like more like a cigarette. Like I was used to having it and now I don't have it. Now I like, where is it? I need that. Like you might get irate. Maybe that's up to you to role play.
Okay, so if I can go take a long rest and then maybe work my way back to the warehouse after.
Yeah, we'll pick up on that on the next session.
Hell yeah.
So the next session will start on the 5th, and I got Jax going for a concealed holster. I got Cole going back to the warehouse, and then anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If there are any other questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Well, again, appreciate everybody's flexibility in making today's session on a special Saturday night to make up for Thursdays. Lovely that we got to go at least 43 minutes. Actually, we started 15 minutes later, so we actually went out about a half hour over, which is kind of cool, still neat as well. I hope you all had fun. If you do have any questions, comments, bitch modes, complaints you don't want to say in front of everybody, please hit me up on DM. I owe Steve write-ups on the 2 gods. Do I owe anybody else anything else? Gwyn, did I get all your questions answered?
Yeah, I sent
Almost.
I sent you a question right now.
Oh shit! Yeah, you did get it. Good catch. And you know what? I was doing like two Full encounters go. Okay, so combat and social.
I also need to take some time and smith out some bullets.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was like 325 per player just for the combat. Oh my god, I'm just now seeing that you guys drew and wrote on this page.
Yeah, that was a Thursday thing.
Yeah.
That's got nothing to do with today. Let's just clean that up a little bit. There we go. Perfect.
Well, I definitely saw the Woontang thing. Was there anything else?
Nah.
Oh, there's still a cry face.
Yeah. Well, we were worried about RJ.
GG.
GG. Hope you all had fun.
Have a good night.
Bye bye.
Yep, y'all have a good one.
Later.
And I will swap to chat. GG. That was fun. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please send a message to Scout Trooper V. Set up for a good session next week. Less than a week. Oh yeah, that's true. So I do apologize. We were worried that our DM died on Thursday because his work kept him longer than usual. But aside from that, we got a makeup session, which we didn't think we would get, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess we're just... Alright, so next session, I just have to find out where Trig wants to go, and then I can get a fancy dress. And I think everybody else will get whatever they need in the interim, because we only have like 2 in-game days before a ball. I'm terrified because I already feel like I'm in trouble because I didn't go to her first. But that's okay. All right, 2 days, then dragon, then a day, then swashbuckler again. Yes, more D&D. Figured most of us on disc around this time. Yeah, we were good. I like Governor Louys, but I understand she probably doesn't like me, which is fine. Understandable considering the circumstances. But we'll see how that goes, because apparently everyone in our group, aside from me, not a fan. Not a fan. So we'll see how that goes. We're gonna be at her home, or at least at her party. She is tough. She is stern. She is both of those things, and I appreciate it. Prim has a lot of faith in doing the right thing, even if it screws her over, and it probably will. I have a feeling I'm going to get detained or something. So we'll see. But yeah. So what do we have to do? They're taking care of that. I don't know what the team wants to do. It sounds like they do want us to go to New Frankfurt for following this trail, when before they were upset with me for not immediately going to find Yasna. So I do have to find out where they want us to go next. But we're kind of stuck here for the next couple days in Hartwick, so we'll hopefully not get in any more trouble. Gwen's got the information from Sloan, and yes, you have a shitload of clues leading to New Frankfurt. But where? Where's the valley? Luckily, we have a wizard, so we can get the ships to New Frankfurt, and he was able to see. I don't know what he was able to see, honestly. We'll have to find out a whole bunch of information from Gwyn. Hopefully he will extrapolate all of the information he's squeezed out of this soul. Where's the manor that Jack's found? So many things to answer. I have nothing. I just work here. So Gwyn will exposit all of the information he got, hopefully. I mean, well, it's Gwyn, so hopefully he'll tell us everything that he learned. And Jax will tell us about the manor and whatever information he was looking for from the cigar guy. I don't know. There's so many people are putting conversations in whispers now that I have no idea what anyone's doing. So good luck, everybody. We'll come together when people want to reveal things. More on that on Thursday. Hopefully we don't get rescheduled again. But incoming dragon campaign on Tuesday. And what did we just do? We just got connected with Momo. And we're at, oh no, we have to sleep in a bunk again. God dang it. All right. Big. We'll see. So, lots to reveal soon, hopefully. Questions, comments, concerns, feel free to message the questions for this campaign, the Swashbuckler campaign, to Scout Trooper V. But if you have any questions about the Dragon campaign, feel free to message Dad Soldier Marine on Twitch. And he goes by no Billy Y, I believe, on Twitch. No, not on Twitch. On Discord. Yep. Oh, character stuff. Okay. Well, I mean, hopefully we'll find out eventually then. I don't know. Everybody's real shady lately. We'll find out. You guys are doing great. You're both wonderful. I can't wait to see what's next for both campaigns. Have a good night. Bye-bye. You guys are ridiculous.